The Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV, in association with Eastern Kentucky Athletics, proudly present East Carter High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Ashland Community and Technical College, Members Choice Credit Union, Stoltz Pharmacy and McDonald Pharmacy, Tres Hermanos Nunez Mexican Restaurant, Primary Plus Healthcare, Smithfield Foods, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's of Grayson and Flatwoods, All That Blooms, Dwayne Suttles for Carter County Judge Executive, State Senator Robin Webb, Bowman's Auto Service, Gillum's Pharmacy, Infusion Solutions, Eric Ross for Carter County Sheriff, and
in Grayson with gifts for all occasions, including birthdays, sympathy, holidays, and anniversaries. Shop Monday and Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 to 2, Thursday 9 to 5, and Saturday 9 to noon. Closed on Sunday. Call 474-0390 for All That Blooms at 402 Main, your full-service florist serving Grayson and surrounding areas. Check them out on Facebook, allthatblooms.com. That's BLOOMZ.
And, excuse me, welcome back to Steve Womack Field. Kent Robinson and Spencer, are you up there?
I am up on top of the press box. It's a little bit chilly tonight.
Well, if I didn't have a sinus infection, I'd be up there with you. But I walk in the press box, you looked at me, and the first words out of your mouth, my man, was, this is going to be a good one.
It is going to be a good one. And, of course, Lawrence County dropped an early season game to Greenup County. That could have went either way, and Lawrence County did fumble the ball at the 1 yard line. East Carter, it's no secret, they really haven't been challenged yet this year.
Right.
They're going to get challenged tonight. Lawrence County is a very, very, very good football team to the point where, including myself, boys, this might be a district championship Lawrence County football team.
Yeah.
Especially the way you look at Belfry this year. Lawrence County, I'm telling you, boys, a clear-cut threat to be maybe represent the East. I think we're going to get a real good football game tonight.
I think you're right. We owe one more break back in the studio. When we come back, Spencer and myself, Kent, we're ready for this one on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Dwayne Suttles is a candidate for Carter County Judge Executive in the upcoming election November 8th. A lifelong resident of the county, he's been involved in service to the people for over 40 years, including the college system, firefighting, EMT. And he understands the need for good roads and strong infrastructure. He spent 15 years as the city councilman, currently the Grayson City Clerk. Go to the polls November 8th and elect Dwayne Suttles as your next Carter County Judge Executive.
I'm Dwayne Suttles, candidate for Carter County Judge Executive, and I paid for and approved this message.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in the East Carter football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, East Carter. Play hard. Be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Hey, I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. Come see us at Bowman's.
Bowman's can do frame repair. They have a downdraft bake oven for a factory paint finish. And they get your vehicle back to its pre-accident condition with qualified iCar Gold certified technicians. Bowman's is also an ASE certified mechanical shop, providing transmission flushes, steering and suspension services, AC service, oil changes, and tune-ups. That's Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service, not found at the chain drug stores, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, next to Domino's.
Here at Infusion Solutions, one of the things that we're most proud of is the relationship that we develop with our patients.
From the people on the phone to the delivery drivers, these people are a part of my life. They take care of me. I would recommend Infusion Solutions to anybody.
Discover what we're all about right now at Infusion Solutions.
Just about minute 40 as we get this one underway. East Carter will be in their all-blue uniforms tonight. The white helmets, Lawrence County all white as well. Well, when you got a good ball game, you always get a good officiating crew, and another crew tonight, one of the best in the business. Your referee tonight, Roy Wright, umpire Justin Royster. Your head linesman is Shane Ramey, line judge David Clark, back judge Cable Wright. If you didn't hear on the coaches show, Braden Ballou not able to go again tonight, and Spence, East Carter didn't need him last week, but they won. But tonight, not taking anything away from Fleming County, but the Raiders are going to have to bring everything tonight.
East Carter's really going to have to show up and play a really good football game. And when you have two talented teams like this on the field, and two teams that, to be honest with you, mean a lot to me. Both of these schools are my media day schools, and Lawrence County, everybody thought that, Lawrence County lost all their good players last year. They don't lose great players at Lawrence County. They reload.
Right.
And I think that you're seeing the Coach Short's system that he's built in there. And guys, we are. I'm just really anxious to see what's about to happen.
Back for East, McGuffin and Roberts. Or not back for East, I'm sorry. That's looked at the wrong roster. Gillespie and Collinsworth, I believe. Looked at the wrong roster. You'll be having Ryan Carter, and he's a dandy kicking things off. East Carter 5-0. You talked to Champ, though, Spence, and that doesn't mean anything. This is a new week.
It is, and you know, it's no secret, you know, and everybody knows how I am. I'm very, very honest about it. And East Carter hasn't really been tested yet. Well, they're going 2-9.
Yeah, this is a biggie. And not if they were pumped up enough for the Battle of the Barrel, but homecoming always special here in Grayson tonight as well. If you're on your way out here, you might be standing along the fence because this place is packed. And the Bulldogs across the way, Spencer, you can see a little bit better than I can. They brought a big crowd, and here we go. It's Raider football.
Fair catch right there at about the 29. Looks like they're going to mark it 29.
That's number 16, and the roster I got for them I do not have, but we'll pick it up as we go. So we'll see what the Bulldogs bring to the table. And Spence, as you know, and talking to Champ, Alan Short does a very good job down in Louisa.
Let me tell you something. Alan Short, and not only just a great football coach, he's a great guy.
He is.
Top-notch guy. And this offense, this is a flex bone triple option. It's something you would see old school, but it's still extremely hard to stop.
A very good quarterback.
Handoff straight up the middle.
That Pollock is your quarterback. They bring some good size too. That's Dylan Ferguson, and he got some major yardage last week against McGolphin County. Again, not sure how good McGolphin is, but I mean, going in that game, you and I both know Lawrence County was the better team on the field.
Absolutely, and like I said, Lawrence County might be the best team in that district.
Right.
You know, they lose 21-14 at Belfry last year.
Yeah.
They very well could have beat the state champs in the second round. So.
Take it at the 35. Our first passing play of the game goes right side.
There's Gillespie.
He is so dangerous when he gets over there.
Electric. Good open field tackling. Yeah. I know got the first down, but good open field tackling by East Carter. When you get a guy like Gillespie in open field, boys, he can go 90 yards and as fast as you can talk about it.
Brings roster 5'11".
This is typical Allen Short football.
Yeah.
Yes, they will get the big plays, but they're going to pound you. Get 4 and 5, 4 and 5, 4 and 5, and then they'll go 65.
That was Ferguson bringing it up to get. He'll get 3 on that carry. Just underway, 10:40. Man, this is
the biggest crowd we've had so far this year.
Well, everybody knew, and according to Matt from the paper, the game of the week for them as well. Right side is Markham.
Good play by the East Carter linebacker crew right there.
So far, Spence, the linebackers of East, we've had them a few games. They've been getting off the line very, very quick.
Yeah, they have, and that was Yoke on that play. And he's just a hard playing football player. I don't know how else to say it. That brings up a big third down here. Now, Allen Short, anytime they cross midfield, they are not going to punt.
No. Not with him coaching.
Absolutely not. Handoff. He stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Great defense. That was Markham, and he might have lost some yardage. Man, they stuffed him back. They put the sandwich back in the bread.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Ryan didn't hit the hole hard.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to go for it. It'll be 4th and a very long one, maybe 2.
It's at the 49.
Handoff straight up the middle. He's got the first down.
And a little bit more.
He's still driving. He'll go inside the 45.
And that's Mr. Ferguson, first down. He's 5'10", 205, and Spencer, you put those pads on him, and he's going to add another 10 pounds.
And not only that, but how low they run. They're low to the ground, so it's tough to get lower than these running backs. They get the ball so fast, so it's tough on the linebackers for opposing teams to read the triple option because you don't even know who has the ball.
Under 9 at Womack Field. We'll spot it at the 41. And a passing play again, connected. Goodman on the stop.
Gillespie again.
But right now, the Bulldogs moving down the field, even with the great defense East has showed so far. It's like what you just through. So impressive drive play for the Bulldogs, and they take the score first. Long way to go. 8:10 to go. Bulldogs lead it by a touchdown. And we'll have more Raider football coming up here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
Kick goes up to a up man. He's got some room. He's going to the right side. Still on his feet. Gabe Roberts. He's going to do it again.
The onside kicks, and that's the first switch. When you get somebody behind you, it's tough to run them down. Wow. Okay.
That's
not what I expected to start the game.
That's a good answer, isn't it?
Well, it is and it ain't. I was, for Tim Chample, it is. I want to see East Carter's offense.
Yeah, and you will. And you will. Well, a good start. Gabe Roberts, up man, takes it to the house. Jimmy's has got me there, but we are tied 7-7 thanks to the Gabe Roberts kickoff return. We're back in a moment on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Action we go. Lawrence County trying to answer again on a kickoff return.
Here we go again.
This will be Lawson Baston. And right now, early on, these two teams are fired up. Hey, Spence, these two teams they're ready to play.
They're ready to play, and I was talking to some of the East and Lawrence County coaches before the game, and I think we all agreed that this would be a quick game, not because either score would be out of hand. Both teams like to run the ball a lot.
Yeah,
so
you said that coming in tonight as well.
Yeah, I just think that and then here we go. it seems like we've played 15 minutes and there's only 2.5 minutes off the play clock. So,
yeah,
or
20 to 8, and we got 7 minutes to go.
Yeah.
All right, the Bulldogs scoring just a few minutes ago from the Ferguson run. Roberts answered. Bulldogs trying again. And
good play by that East Carter front there. They got a good push up front on that defensive line.
Good sportsmanship.
And that's one thing about both of these teams. These coaches are very fundamentally sound, and they won't put up with unsportsmanlike stuff.
No. Champ was talking to me on the pregame. He said, me and Alan Short, we're really good friends. We talk 2 or 3 days a week, but he said, not this week. It's all business.
It is. And I talked to both of them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Not as much as I talked to Champ. I stray up the middle again. He crosses a 50 into Raider territory.
Ferguson.
Yeah, mark him at the 48.
I'd say he's going to get a lot of touches.
He's going to get a lot of touches, and I think that, what you saw a taste of what's going to happen last drive. Alan Short went for it on 4th and then, long 2, even 3 in a similar field position they are right now.
Well, last week he rushed 90 yards and had a score against McGoffin. 3rd and 6 at the 48.
Oh, good play there by East Carter's linebacker, and I think they stopped him short. They did. No. It's going to be close. He's going to be about a half yard short.
That's Ferguson again.
If the official is going to mark him right at the 45.
And you're noticing one good thing about the East Carter defense, Spencer. They're getting ready in a hurry. They got to get ready because Mr. Pollock back there ain't wasting no time getting his team ready.
Well, when you face this Lawrence County offense, you can't think, you just do. You just got to trust your instincts because, any of the 4 guys in the backfield or even Gillespie out here could have the ball at any time.
Yeah, he's going to line up as a receiver, but it's going to go right up the middle again.
He got it.
First down. That would be, I apologize, what's him again? That's Ferguson.
Yeah, Dylan Ferguson.
Well, Leslie County beating Fairview 8-0, and Raceland early down at Greenup losing 6-0. That'll be probably a good one for a little bit.
I said that on my show. I said that don't be surprised. I wasn't hesitant to pick in Raceland, but I think Greenup's really good. And it looks like they're going to get a procedure penalty here on Lawrence County. Had 2 players moving at the same time.
That'll be our first penalty of the ball game. Again, a nice crew on hand. Your referee, Roy Wright. The ump is Justin Royster. Head linesman, Shane Ramey. Line judge, David Clark. And your back judge, Cable Wright.
And Lawrence County's offense is a little tough on a cameraman. I will say that because when you want to put the offensive line in that flex bone set in the camera view, and then quarterback drops back to throw and throws over here to Gillespie, and he could go 50 yards.
You're going to be busy tonight.
I am.
You bring the Bengay in case you get some soreness?
You know what? When I sat down in the car last week, of course we had Fleming last week. When I sat down in Fleming in the car, that's the first time that my feet actually hurt.
We'll get John Francis up here. He'll bring us up. Out of the night, and we'll take it with him. 5:24 on the scoreboard to the left of us. We're tied at 7. Back in a moment on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service, not found at the chain drug stores, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, next to Domino's.
Here at Infusion Solutions, one of the things that we're most proud of is the relationship that we develop with our patients.
From the people on the phone to the delivery drivers, these people are a part of my life. They take care of me. I would recommend Infusion Solutions to anybody.
Discover what we're all about right now at Infusion Solutions.
Spencer back. Looked like Lawrence County was lined up offside. That took the whole house and brought him down. Ferguson must have had a good dinner. It was like every Raider on him could not bring him down. He's tough. And they'll put it at the 36-yard line, under 5 here. We're tied at 7. Still Still, though, Spence, 3rd and 6.
And this is, I wouldn't consider this 3rd and long for either one of these teams.
Got Cody Crum going in motion.
It looks like Yoke got him right there at about the 35-yard line. Maybe they're going to spot him at the 34, bring up 4th and short.
Case and Adams in there as well. Well, I'll tell you what, we've had, the week that we are in right now, Lawrence County is the quickest team I've seen. I don't know about you, but the getting up and getting after it, they're not wasting any time at all.
And they're not. And I'll tell you another thing is, East Carter's defense has been on the field for a while.
Yeah.
We're 4 minutes left here in the first quarter, and we still have yet to see East Carter's offense.
4th down and 3. Man goes in motion. Ferguson again.
He's got it.
And then
still
some.
driving.
The way he's going right now, he only had 90 yards last week. He's not to take anything away from our Raider defense, but he's going to get a lot of touches. And Alan Short wants him out there to get a lot of touches, right?
He does. 3:07, 3:53 to go. Steve Womack Field. Game of the week in the whole area, in my opinion. East Carter.
That's what we're hearing.
East Carter and Lawrence County, two of the top 10 teams, in my opinion, 3A easily. And here comes the option. Quarterback keeper breaks a tackle. And still running. It looks like he's going to – Lawrence County's going to have 1st and goal at about the 9-yard line.
Well, a couple of the Raiders were keying on Ferguson, and I think Pollock saw that and just kept it himself. He's only a junior. He'll be back next year, 5'11", 160. And he stays in bounds to keep the ball rolling. Ball, though, at the 10 for Lawrence.
And he goes in. Touchdown, Lawrence County.
Actually went to Ferguson.
Go to the play. Touchdown, Lawrence County.
I thought.
Yeah, it did. It was a direct snap. Just a little bit of wild dog. Not wildcat, wild dog.
So, again, impressive drive for the Bulldogs. Ferguson gets his 2nd TD of the night. To make it 13-7. 2:32 to go here in the first quarter. They took off a lot of time on that clock. The PAT up and good by Logan Southers. 2 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs strike again. We'll take a timeout. Lawrence County 14, East 7 here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Kent Robinson, MJ McKay, and Spencer Hutchinson with you tonight on this.
Alan Short said, we're not going to kick it to you. We're just going to kick it out of bounds.
Well, he knows what happened last time. Well, let's see what Coach Hutchinson, the Raiders, are going to do here with their first offensive play of the night.
Well, I can tell you what they're going to do. It's going to be a heavy dose of Isaac Boggs if Lawrence County will allow him. Now, one thing that's a little bit different about this Lawrence County team, especially their defense, is they're very good in the secondary.
Right.
And it's not used to seeing that. Usually when you think, well, they're going to make him re-kick here, Kent.
Yeah, they are.
I thought the only time you could make him re-kick was on offsides.
I didn't see a flag come out.
Well, he kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah.
So I guess they're going to.
They got to move it back because of that then.
Well, you got to kick it deep now. Well, East Carter's poised to have at least good field position here, pending a.
Goodman and Potter gets to move up about 5-6 feet. They're standing almost at the 30 now.
Yeah. See what they do here. I think they go ahead and kick it deep here. Got to. No, little swib over, and it's going to go out of bounds again. You don't do that on accident. That's a coaching call right there, and Alan Short knows more than we do. So looks like they're going to – wait a minute. They're going to make him re-kick again?
It looks that way.
I mean, to me, it looked like he just, that's where he's aiming for. I've never heard of that. Honestly, I'd never heard of that. I thought they would just add it on to the end of the run or 5 yards from where it went out of bounds, but apparently we.
Well, then you move up Goodman and Potter again.
I tell you what, we keep doing this. They're going to start in dog territory.
Boyd County 15, Harrison County 7 in the first. Cool Hit Sports ticker.
Interested to see what Ashland's doing right now.
Long bus trip. Long bus trip.
Yeah, and it's tough to win down there.
I've made a few of them in a car and on a school bus or charter. It's even.
And this one's going to go out of bounds. 3 straight out of bounds kicks for Lawrence County. And they're going to make them re-kick again. They're going to kick off from the 25 this time.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
I don't think I've ever seen this.
I've never ever seen this, but this is only my second year calling football games. So
Champlin's getting his.
Looks like the officials are going to merge here.
Call a timeout.
Well, I don't know. What are we doing here? They're going to mark it. Each car is going to start to drive at the dog.
Yeah, they ain't going to kick it again. I mean, you knock it out so many times, you got to start playing football. But look at the field position they got. If I'm Alan Short, that backfired on me.
It did, but at the same time, it's making East Carter run off. It's something they didn't have to do last time.
Yeah, it's at the 48, so the Raiders will get it at 2:32 to go in the remainder of the first half. Boggs will go in motion. And this will be Holbrook, the ball carrier.
Good run by Holbrook.
Nice run, you're right. Yeah, and Breyer, he had a good game last week.
He did. A great game. Of course, Holbrook getting the start tonight.
Breyer Holbrook 50 yards rushing last week.
And I'll tell you what, both of these teams have similar running backs. They just keep driving their feet.
So E-step from the center gives it to Boggs, his first carry. Boggs makes one tackle, turns and hit about the 35-yard line.
Be a first down. East Carter's first down.
You don't have the ball?
No.
It's hard to get a first down or run it when you ain't got it.
The time of possession here in the first quarter, of course, in high school we played 12-minute quarters. It can't be anything less than Lawrence County 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm. We'll put it at a fresh set of downs for East at the 36. Holbrook in the backfield, he'll get it.
Hard run by Holbrook again.
Brought down by Cody Crum of Lawrence.
Buddy, he don't think, he just goes.
Yeah.
As soon as that ball gets in his gut, he's down the field.
He's ready to take off, isn't he?
And it's almost like Lawrence County getting a taste of their own medicine a little bit right here.
East has been chomping at the bit, wanting to get out there. A minute to go in the quarter at the 32. E-step, mainly under center.
It's there, though.
And Breyer got tripped up. I don't know if he hit Eli or what, but he got tripped. And a late flag coming in, 2 spins.
Like Caden Ball from Lawrence County came in there and made a really, really good play for the linebacker position, but there is a flag.
I thought I saw a flag. Maybe I'm just seeing things.
No, that looks like they're picking it up.
I got wires in front of me.
No, they're marking it off. It's going to be another first down. This must be a big one. Looks like maybe a unsportsmanlike or after the play penalty. Maybe in a face mask.
Unsportsmanlike. 15 yards, whatever it was. Yep. That'll move the clock, or move the ball down to the 19, right about the middle of the field. 35 seconds to go. Let's see what the Raiders can do. Down a score. E-step under center. Boggs goes in motion. Boggs the ball carrier.
Boggs got a lot of room. Nice cut. Isaac inside the 10 to the 9. Almost a pinball effect for Boggs.
Yeah, just bouncing off white jerseys.
I tell you what, buddy, there is a northeast breeze coming in on top of this press box, and it gets, I think it drops about a half degree every half hour.
It's a good thing you wore your big sweatshirt.
Had to pull all the stuff out of the closet and wash it.
As long as they don't get into 20 tonight, I'm happy. 13 seconds to go. Probably the final play.
Oh, nice counter. Nice cut. What an open field tackle. There's a lot going on there.
Dustin Hall is your ball carrier, and that's going to be your quarter. We played one at Steve Womack Field. Homecoming here for the Raiders tonight.
Illegal drugs and other problems in the county. Mike is active and believes in the community he serves. He's experienced and fully supports the men and women in blue. Mike Wilson will also do whatever he can for the youth of Greenup County. On November 8th, vote for experience. Vote for Mike Wilson for Greenup County Attorney. Paid for by the candidate.
And Spencer Hutchinson, MJ McKay on the Cool Hit Sports Network. Eastern Kentucky Athletics. Glad to have Spence with us tonight due to our seating arrangements last night. Couldn't get him hooked up, but tonight we're rolling, and I'm very glad to have him on board.
Yep, glad to be here. I got trying to play hopscotch with the cords and use the camera and look at the roster at the same time.
Do a great job with EKA. Appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Boggs will get it under the lights. Go left side, break one tackle.
Nice stiff arm there by Isaac, but I'll tell you that's just the stinginess of this dog defense. Both of these teams are very, very good at open field tackles. It's a lost art, That's one of the biggest things in this area this year is teams not being able to tackle in the open field.
Second quarter starting, Russell and Paul Lawrence Dunbar 0-0. Spence, your thoughts on that ball game?
Russell's got a couple players out tonight, and Dunbar, of course, they aimed to drive 2.5 hours. We made the trip last year.
Were they 6A?
They are 6A, yes, and they have to deal with Frederick Douglass in that district. So.
Yeah. Holbrook
met right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he ran right into number 40, Caden Ball. Big play here, Coach Spence.
Yeah, and I'm not saying East Carter won't try a field goal because they have a field goal kicker, but I don't think a field goal is going to do you much good tonight, especially the way that both teams hold the ball. And worst comes to worst, you're going to make Lawrence County have to drive at least 95 yards. So I think it's a smart call by Coach Champ going for it right here.
E-step under center. Holbrook
they got him.
Behind him.
They got him. This
sure
is half the distance of the goal.
Left side. Champ got what he wanted.
Put the ball. Let's see. It's going to put it right about the 3. Yeah, I knew it'd be close to the 3.
Still a good opportunity here. Boggs gets it, you think?
Well, that's what Lawrence County's thinking. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pass here.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't. You got everybody stacked in. When you got 9 in the box, like Lawrence County does, wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you got your main 2 weapons back there, number 5 and number 24, Boggs and
this may be a buck sweep.
Safety goes.
Looks like Coach Champ wants timeout.
Yeah, he saw that safety move over, and he make him think about it a little bit. Well, we played 1 minute in the second. The Raiders trying to get it in from the 3. We will be back in a moment here on.
Financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna.
To begin with, so he just changed the play from the sideline here.
In Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Gray's Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Mike Wilson has been serving the residents of Greenup County as your county attorney and wants to continue to serve you, the people, and continue to fight against illegal drugs and other problems in the county. Mike is active and believes in the community he serves. He's experienced and fully supports the men and women in blue. Mike Wilson will also do whatever he can for the youth of Greenup County. On November 8th, vote for experience. Vote for Mike Wilson for Greenup County Attorney. Paid for by the candidate.
Oh,
good kick.
Yeah, a good little be fielded right there by Lawson at the 20. And Eastcard does a lot better job of
they pursued that with no problem, and he about lost that football.
Yeah. That's something we haven't seen a whole lot of this year is fumbles. And I think part of it's because of weather. I don't think that we've had a wet Friday night yet so far.
And this is about the coolest so far. I mean, well, this is football weather.
It is.
I mean, last week we were still sweating at this time.
I'll tell you what, Ken, I was, of course I did, on EKA, but I did the Belfry East Carter game last year, and I stood on top of this press box, and when we got done with the game, it was 24 degrees.
Yeah. I know Jim, myself, and James went and covered Raceland at Pikeville, and we got in Jim's car, and it came up 22. I didn't fall out to Louisa. Man, it was cold.
Oh, we'll sweep over to the left.
Left side, Crum, the ball carrier, still got some movement there as he goes out in front of the Bulldog sideline.
Like you said earlier, Ken, unlimited weapons for Allen Short. Yeah. Just when you think you've got Gillespie and Ferguson and the quarterback tuned in, they hand it to another stud running back that they got.
Well, Ferguson's like our Isaac Boggs.
He is.
Whoops.
Almost had a substitution infraction.
Jackson Barker wanted to go out and slip and came back in. 2 on a carry.
Handoff straight up the middle. He's got a lot of room.
And he's left side.
That's Ferguson.
Ferguson again. He's quick.
And he's strong. He's very strong, and you can tell how strong he is while he runs the ball.
And like we talked about it just a few minutes ago, the roster says 205, but stick them pads on him.
Well, 205 of solid muscle.
Yeah. Exactly. Stayed in bounds. We're about 10 to go in the quarter. We're tied at 14. Spencer walked in the press box, said it's going to be a good one. So far it has been.
Drop and throw. He's got Gillespie over there. They've ran that play. This will be the third time.
That one goes to the left side, as Spence said. Caden Gillespie, a senior.
Stud, a guy that's, and the Gillespie brothers are both of them are great athletes. They've been at Lawrence County, of course, during the COVID. They went and played somewhere else, and I don't blame them, but they've been phenomenal for Lawrence County for years.
Werner goes out of bounds to stop the clock at 9:52. Ball out to 36. Second down and 3.
There's Ferguson again, going off the left side. He's got a lot of room. He's got a first down anyways. And you know what? He doesn't go down on first contact.
No, Potter shoved him out, but he didn't go down. He's kind of like Boggs. Boggs.
He is.
Lowered that shoulder a while ago, got hit, kept on going.
And when you say and you're not watching, there's some people that are actually listed on the Cool Hit Sports app. If you can't watch it, just imagine a big linebacker running the ball. This is what it looks like.
9:46 as he did go out of bounds.
Nice little counter there.
Crum.
And he's still on his feet. Good play there by East Carter, though. This is the second time I've got to watch Lawrence County this year. Of course, I watched them play at Russell, and they scored on that play twice.
Keeping it to the left side, running mostly so far tonight, Spence. You think Alan Short maybe seen a weakness on that side defensively for East, or that's just the way things are working right now?
That's just the way things are working. You got Isaac Messer over there. That's not a weakness.
No.
And I got a quick scoring update. Raceland leads with Greenup 14-12.
Okay. Well, Greenup did lead there for a few minutes.
Touchdown.
Ryan Markham from the 26.
What a play. Right down the field they go. I may have misspoke, Ken. I said this game would go quick because both teams are going to keep the ball on the ground quite a bit. But I'll tell you what, if they keep scoring like this, we're going to be here for a while. which I'm okay with. I'm completely content with. Anytime there's good football, count me in.
Well, like I just said a while ago, look, they're working it to a T, man. They get it and they're ready to go.
It's lived up to the hype so far, Ken.
Yes, it has. And a penalty before the extra point. False start. Touchdown comes with 9:07 to go here in the quarter.
I want to give you a little shout out. Of course, thanks for bringing me on, and I'm glad that I got my partnership right now with Cool Hits. And we talked a little bit before the game, and this is your 26th year.
Yeah.
26th year, buddy. And I tell you, it's guys like you that make guys like me when I was in school dream about doing what I'm doing.
Well, I appreciate it. I enjoy what I do.
And it goes in.
Logan Southers with the PAT to give Lawrence County the 21-14 nothing lead. And it's been a good one so far. We figured it would be. That's why this place is packed. 9:07 before the break. It's homecoming here tonight. We're back in a moment on the Cool Hits EKA Sports Network.
Financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Lawrence County retakes the lead at the 9:07 mark on a Ryan Markham 26-yard TD
line
run.
Drive kick right down the middle of the field. That's a dangerous kick. Oh, what a nice tackle.
Ooh. Goodman took the brunt of that one.
Another scoring update, Ken.
Okay.
Down in Hazard, Ashland and Hazard are tied at 7 in the first quarter.
All righty. Hey, Ashland Community and Technical College has a 8-week online course that will begin October 17th. It's never too late to further your education at ACTC.
Speaking of Ashland, you talk about another district foe for East Carter. East Carter and Russell and a couple other teams have a bye week next week, and then they start the gauntlet. That district, man, I know Russell's they're winless on the year, but don't count out anybody.
And the Raiders will have Ashland in October the 7th.
Yeah, at Putnam.
Yep.
A game they can win.
There's not much going on next week. Well, I know I'm off. A lot of us are off. East Carter will try to answer here in a second. Fake the Boggs. No, actually, Boggs gets the ball.
He got ran down backside. Looks like it was Ferguson that got him.
Ferguson and Chico.
I spoke last to Rob and said, imagine a linebacker running the ball. That's what Ferguson looks like. Yeah, that's because he is the linebacker.
Yeah.
So.
Very good athlete.
And Lawrence County, and a lot of those people will tell you that I keep in touch with them. They've got talent coming.
Yeah, I think he plays baseball or basketball too for Chandler, doesn't he?
I'm sure he does. He's a multi-sport athlete.
Yeah. Well, you got Goodman back there next to Boggs, or not Goodman, but Estep. Fakes it to Boggs.
Nice play.
Mikey Hall brings it in. Crosses the 30-yard line.
Third and short for him, anyways.
33-yard line.
Coach Champlin trying to change things up. I like it. Mikey Hall's a good kid, good receiver. He's a junior. He'll be back.
Absolutely.
8 minutes to go with the Bulldogs up by a score of 21-14. Twins to the left side for the Raiders. Estep in the pistol. Estep throw.
Oh, dangerous
incomplete
throw.
Pass.
Dangerous throw.
Tried to get it to Roberts, and that almost got picked off.
And you know what? It almost looked like Roberts was never ready for the ball.
Like he turned late, didn't he?
And almost, East Temple was looking at him the whole time, and Roberts was just never ready for the ball. Just a little bit of miscommunication there.
Right. Bulldogs will get it back at 7:37 in the quarter. Already up 21-14. Dangerous number 2 back there to get it.
Yeah, Gillespie. Yeah, he's kind of like the Derek Abney of Lawrence County. You remember Derek Abney?
I sure do. He was a threat to score every time he touched it.
Yeah.
Most times he did.
Yep. A good punt.
Very good
Keeping
punt.
it away from him. Keeping it well. Gillespie says you can't keep it away from him.
He's going to pick it up. He's still going. Comes to the right side.
He's still on his feet.
Now he's going to the left. Breaks back again.
Still on his feet.
And Gillespie making a dangerous decision. Excuse me. Made something out of that one. But when you're good, you can do it.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's why, I'm sure Tim Chample had told the punter to kick it to the right, which he did. There was nothing wrong with the punt. Just took a little bit. I think he out-punted his coverage there a little bit. And Tim Chample wants a timeout.
Yeah. 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Coach Champlin will take another timeout. Lawrence County has the football when we come back, and they're up a touchdown on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub & Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub & Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
On-site producer M.J. McCain, Spencer with us tonight. Spencer Hutchison of EKA, and the Raiders now first down and 10. Spence at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, good return by Gillespie.
Bulldog, excuse me.
Nice little counter back. Good play by the East Carter defense there.
Crum on the carry.
Boggs to make defensive plays.
And you notice how the running backs have lost.
It's going to be close to another first down. I think they got it. Yeah, they do.
Right up the middle they go.
Had to get to the 17. Looks like they got there. So
clock will start at 6:32. Lawrence County already up 21-14. You're right, Spence. 17-yard line. They'll mark it.
This is a huge possession as far as the impact of this game.
Lawrence County. It's a pretty impressive ground game. That's all you can say.
21-12, Raceland over Greenup, 6:59 to go there in the first half.
27-14 here with the Southers young man trying to get the extra point again, and he does. He's not missed tonight.
Hey, Kent, real quick before we go to commercial break.
Yes, sir.
Russell 7, Paul Lawrence Dunbar nothing, 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Russell needing a win, really. Homecoming there at Henry Yard.
Yep.
5:14 in this one. The Bulldogs strike again, 28-14 on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Primary Plus Grayson believes in sharing its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health for the entire family, offering primary care, pediatrics, women's health, counseling services, and an on-site pharmacy all under one roof. Primary Plus Grayson is happy to welcome a new team to their growing family, including pediatrician and internal medicine physician Dr. Kelly Trent, family health nurse practitioners Dawn Jordan and Kelly Sparks, and physician assistant Chris Horde. Primary Plus Grayson, 645 Interstate Drive, always welcoming new patients. Learn more about Primary Plus, its medical team locations, and more at primaryplus.net.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community any way they can. Smithfield Foods is the world's largest pork processor and hog producer, and they're committed to providing good food in a responsible and environmentally safe way. Proud to be a part of the community. Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
Back to action we go. East Carter and Lawrence County.
What a hit on the kickoff.
Oof. That was Mikey Hall getting the brunt of that one. That could be a candidate for Bowman's big hit of the game.
Another score to pass along for our 15th versus 16th region matchup. Barton County took the trip to Bath County. Of course, those are district foes. It'll be Martin County. Martin County currently leads.
Hang on, we're off. I went off.
Automated voice messaging system is not available. At the tone, please report when you finish.
Well, I guess. I guess we're still here. Okay, well, MJ said we're still here. I thought we went off.
32-0 Martin over Bath right now in Bath County.
All right. I had to, on my end, guys, I heard a dial tone, so I thought we went off.
I did.
Did you say we're on?
Yeah, no, I heard it too.
Well, so apparently we're back on then.
Hey, if MJ says we're on,
we're on. So we're back with the Raiders having it at the 48-yard line.
Big personal foul there on us. They would have been second and long. Boggs, low snap. Boggs, ooh.
My apologies. I thought we went off, but apparently we didn't.
You know, I'm kind of surprised the early success that East Carter had under center running the wing T that they've decided to go shotgun here recently.
Raiders have it right at the 50. No gain on that play.
I'm kind of a if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of guy.
I'm with you.
Let's see if Tim Champlin goes back to that.
4:12 to go. 28-14. East Step will go into shotgun.
He's throwing this time. Nope, little counter.
Hall.
Lawrence County comes hit downfield so fast that and I'll be honest with you, it seems like East Carter's plays have taken a little bit longer than they'd like to develop tonight, and it's given time for these linebackers to get the correct read, and right there was a safety that made the tackle. So very, very, very good defensive effort here for Lawrence County so far.
And unfortunately for Raider fans, they're up 2 scores. Each with 1 timeout left, with 3:23 to go here before homecoming here at halftime.
He's going to drop the throw this time. He's looking deep.
Oh.
Just over the.
And he just overthrew Dustin Hall.
Had him.
Yeah, he was wide open.
Found a gap in that zone. Looks like maybe that was a cover 2, cover 4 with two high safeties, and that's the best way to penetrate that is try to hit something over the middle and just a little bit out of the reach.
Alan Cooper, a sophomore, we have to punt.
I'll tell you what, Kent, if this is this will be the biggest possession of the game. If you let Lawrence County go 3 scores up on you at the half, that is a big mountain to try to climb in the second half.
Gillespie will be back to receive it.
That's a good punt. Good punt. He's going to field it.
Goes left. He's Carter pursuing, and he goes down. Nice tackle over there by Paul.
Good pursuit there. And it looks like here comes a late flag. It looked like
Where'd she come from?
On time, 32-yard line.
Press 2.
I guess I'm going to have to.
Oh, he's dropping a throw, Kent. He's looking deep. He's got Gillespie down here. He's got
him. I'm saying I'm off.
33-yard line, first down.
I've got a green light. Yeah, let's go. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we come back and Spencer, what a great catch by Gillespie, unfortunately for the Raiders.
Playmakers make plays. Gillespie's their playmaker, and there he goes again. Quick scoring update. Boyd 14-7 over Hazard. Ashland and Hazard still tied at 7. Russell 7. Dunbar nothing. Raceland 21. Green at 12.
All right, thank you, sir. 2 minutes to go here before the break, and Lawrence County knocking on the door again, already up a couple scores.
There's that play. That's the 4th time tonight.
He was wide open. That's Gillespie wide open left side.
It's there when they want it. It's not like, that they have to dial up this special play. It's been there all night.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a testament to Gillespie. They have to give him space because I'm not sure that East Carter might have anybody that can guard him, man. So you can't press him. He'll run right past you.
I mean, he can run the ball. He can catch the ball.
Yeah.
And they've got it now even closer to the end zone. Left side.
Straight up the middle. He's still driving. Ferguson inside the 10 to about the 5-yard line.
East Carter's really having a hard time bringing that young man down.
He dove from the 10 to the 5 after breaking a couple tackles. Well, it looks like they're going to mark him at the 6.
Clock will roll with the
a huge set of downs right here for East Carter. You go down 3 touchdowns here, buddy, I tell you, that's going to be
You got some work to do.
That's tough.
Pollock under center. Gillespie,
good play
or Ferguson,
by the defense.
excuse me.
He's still
got
driving.
hit.
Good play by the East Carter defense that time. And it looks like somebody's going to call timeout.
Coach Champion's got 1 left.
Looks like maybe that was a full timeout by Lawrence County. Yep, Lawrence County timeout.
All right, we'll be back in a moment on the EKA Cool Hits Sports Network.
Primary Plus Grayson believes in sharing its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health for the entire family, offering primary care, pediatrics, women's health, counseling services, and an on-site pharmacy all under one roof. Primary Plus Grayson is happy to welcome a new team to their growing family, including pediatrician and internal medicine physician Dr. Kelly Trent, family health nurse practitioners Dawn Jordan and Kelly Sparks, and physician assistant Chris Horde. Primary Plus Grayson, 645 Interstate Drive, always welcoming new patients. Learn more about Primary Plus, its medical team locations, and more at primaryplus.net.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community any way they can. Smithfield Foods is the world's largest pork processor and hog producer, and they're committed to providing good food in a responsible and environmentally safe way. Proud to be a part of the community. Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
Big play here for Lawrence County and also for the Raiders. This could
got to get a stop here.
This could be big going into the locker room. Ball's at the 4. Pollock goes under center. Ferguson right behind him, and
Ferguson
he'll get it.
Up the middle. He stuffed at the line, and Yoke got him. And he rolls, and they're going to mark him at the 1. Kent, as I look down here, the Your faces from, the East Carter team a year ago. See Charlie Terry, see Kenya Cozy.
Yeah, boy, there were some dandies.
Oh, man. People can say what they want to. Everybody has their own opinion on the best East Carter team ever. Best East Carter team ever took the field last year.
It's hard to not agree with that one. I think you're right.
Big third down here. Ferguson stood up. No signal. I think East Carter stopped him. No, they're going to call touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he was down.
I can't see. I'm about 50 yards at least from the.
You're up there a little bit.
I am. So
Dylan Ferguson will take it in from the 1.
He's tough to stop, man. I mean, and nobody really has this year except for Greenup, and that's a game. Lawrence County could easily be undefeated right now.
Yeah, that's a big score. It's now 34-14 going into the locker room. And Mr. Logan Southers, the senior, will connect for the extra point.
4 seconds left in the
16 half. First downs for Lawrence in the ball game so far.
Yeah, and like I said, these have not been real big plays. I think they've had one play over 40 yards.
Yeah.
One thing about East Carter is, and I'll go back to say this. Last week they were tied with Fleming 14 at the half.
Mm-hmm.
East Carter plays better in the second half, and they're going to have to.
Well, they're going to have to get back in this one.
Right, and a lot of people would say, and I see a lot of people actually heading for the exits. I can tell you right now, folks, this game ain't over with yet.
Yeah, East Carter, there's no quitting this team in the blue jersey.
No.
That's why you go to the locker room, you make the adjustments, and Coach Champ to do in the second half. But you got to realize, and he said it too on the pregame, Spencer, we're going up against a very, very good football team and a very, very good head coach.
Yeah, and of course, Alan Shorts, and not only a great coach, a great guy. And if you look at, I've had the opportunity to see Belfry. I've seen McGoffin. I've seen Pike Central. And this is the second time I've seen Lawrence County. This is the best team in that district, Lawrence County. Oh, loose ball. East Carter's able to get on it.
Yeah, Roberts came up with it. And 1 second on the scoreboard.
Yeah, this is Lawrence County's tough, man. They are really, really good. They're very physical. They're strong, and they have speed.
Well, they beat Harrison County. They lost to Greenup, and they beat Russell, and then they beat McGoffin.
Does that tell you how good Greenup is?
Exactly. And was that at Greenup?
It was at Lawrence.
It was at Lawrence. You're right. One more play for the Raiders. And this first half will be over at 8:35 on your Friday night.
Be interested to see if he hands it off. Or are we gonna? They got Gillespie back here in a high safety look, which is looks like they're manned up on everybody, and looks like they're playing cover 1 here.
He step in the shotgun, fakes it to Boggs. Horn will blow. He step, being pursued, throws it out over the hands of Dustin Hall. And we've played 1 half of football here at Steve Womack Field. Homecoming coming up for the Raiders. We'll probably have a little extended halftime, so we might throw in a little more spots as we move along this evening. Teams go to the locker room, and it's been an impressive Lawrence County first half, 35-14. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first half. And we'll talk to Spencer about his thoughts what needs to be done. East Carter coming back out of the locker room, and his thoughts on the first half of these two teams. Homecoming coming up. It's halftime, and the Bulldogs lead it 35-14 on the EKA Cool Hits Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub & Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub & Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Did you miss starting college this month? Maybe you're still waiting on your financial aid to be approved, or you planned on attending a university, but it didn't work out. Well, no worries. Ashland Community and Technical College has a 12-week online session starting September 12th and an 8-week online session starting October 17th. So don't delay. Call 606-326-2000 or stop by one of the 3 ACTC campuses today. It's not too late to further your education at Ashland Community and Technical College.
Homecoming here at East Carter High School. Our on-site producer tonight, MJ McKay, Spencer Hutchison, Kent Robson. Glad to have you with us tonight. Scoreboard really not looking the way we want to right now, 35-14, but that's why we play 2 halves of football. Take a look at your first half scoring. First off for Lawrence County, and we knew it was going to be a good one when number 8, Dylan Ferguson touches the ball for Lawrence County. He would get our first score of the ball game from the 39-yard line in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Logan Southers, the extra point kicker, has not missed. He would come in for the PAT to make it 7-0 with 8:10 to go in the quarter. We would come back, and it would be an explosive kickoff return touchdown by Gabe Roberts. Ryan Carter's extra point would be good. We would be tied at that point, still in the first, 7 apiece, 7:59 to go in the first quarter. We come back, it's Dylan Ferguson again. He would score his second touchdown. Logan Southers would come on for the PAT. It would be good, and that would make it 14-7 with 2:32 to go in the first quarter of play. That would bring us to the end of the first quarter, and then the Raiders would come back on Isaac Boggs' 3-yard line TD run. 10:56 in the second. Ryan Carter's extra point would be good, and to make it 14-14 as we had just getting that one underway in the second quarter. Ryan Markham takes it 26 yards out for a TD. 9:07 to go in the second quarter. That would make it 20-14. The extra kick would be good by Logan Southers, and it would be 21-14. One more time for the Bulldogs. Quarterback Talon Pollock.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler.
This is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs.
Football. Celebrating this evening. Back in a moment on the Cool Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Primary Plus Grayson believes in sharing its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health for the entire family, offering primary care, pediatrics, women's health, counseling services, and an on-site pharmacy all under one roof. Primary Plus Grayson is happy to welcome a new team to their growing family, including pediatrician and internal medicine physician Dr. Kelly Trent, family health nurse practitioners Dawn Jordan and Kelly Sparks, and physician assistant Chris Horde. Primary Plus Grayson, 645 Interstate Drive, always welcoming new patients. Learn more about Primary Plus, its medical team locations, and more at primaryplus.net.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community.
You talk about front sevens of the past. You got to mention Ashland's 2020 in there. You got to mention Belfry's 2016 in there. That tells you how good Greenup's offensive line is and how good Tyson Samons is.
Yeah.
Because Greenup's without their best receiver tonight.
Well, Tyson's already got colleges looking at him.
Absolutely, and you know, if Greenup could go and Greenup pulls out that win.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
We all know they're a good team, but trying to tell the public they're a good team after, last year wasn't the best year for the Musketeers. Anything that could have went wrong for them. But they've always had that talent. I think that they've actually put the car in gear, and you're seeing it now. So, and of course the pros, last night the Browns took care of business at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Cincinnati, they play, I don't know who they play Sunday. They play the Jets. The Jets. They play the Jets. Give me the Bengals. Garrett Wilson's really good. I think Joe Flacco's going to start for him. Zach Wilson, of course, for the Jets is out. But the big game for Cincinnati next week is not on Sunday. They play on Thursday also. They play the Dolphins in Miami.
And the Browns beat the Steelers last night.
Absolutely, and that was a great win. I watched that whole game. Browns almost found a way to blow it again, though. And, of course, we got the tire races going down.
They had the coaches, Miss Champlin, and the assistant coaches were there last week, and I'm assuming these are cheerleaders, I guess. I don't know. An extended homecoming. We'll talk more about this game coming up. And we'll take another break and come back and recap some other scores of interest on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Smithfield Foods in Grayson is a proud community partner, taking pride in providing a safe and friendly environment for their workers and for the community. Smithfield Foods is always ready to support our growing community any way they can. Smithfield Foods is the world's largest pork processor and hog producer, and they're committed to providing good food in a responsible and environmentally safe way. Proud to be a part of the community. Smithfield Foods in Grayson.
If you're in need of a new or used Chrysler, Chevrolet, Ford, Dodge, or Jeep, the best place to go is Pure Country Automotive in Grayson and Ashland. Pure Country Automotive has something for everyone and every budget. Their goal is to help people all over the tri-state area find the vehicles they will be able to enjoy for years to come. And the folks at Pure Country Automotive will make sure you have a great customer service experience, new or used. Automotive, C.W. Stevens Boulevard in Grayson and US 60 in Ashland.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
The award-winning florist All That Blooms has a new location, 402 East Main Street, across from Pritchard Elementary in Grayson, with gifts for all occasions, including birthdays, sympathy, holidays, and anniversaries. Shop Monday and Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 to 2, Thursday 9 to 5, and Saturday 9 to noon, closed on Sunday. Call 474-0390 for All That Blooms at 402 East Main, your full-service florist serving Grayson and surrounding areas. Check them out on Facebook, allthatblooms.com. That's BLOOMZ.
Back at Steve Womack Field, Kent Spencer and MJ McKay, and halftime homecoming 2022 wrapping things up. Congratulations to the queen of this year, Riley Hall. 35-14, Lawrence County leads over East, and some other scores to pass along on the Cool Hit Sports Network ticker at halftime. Middlesboro over Morgan County, 34-0. You've got Boyd County leading Harrison 21-13, as Spencer mentioned a while ago. Raceland 21, Greenup 20. And Spence, you talked about it just a few minutes ago. Greenup's hanging with Raceland, number one team in Class A.
Yeah, and that's not a big surprise to somebody like me because I know how good Greenup is, but I know how good Raceland is too. But, this has kind of been a year where you expect the unexpected a little bit. And I'm not calling that score unexpected, but, crazy things have happened this year. If you had told me in the preseason Russell would be winless at this point, I said no way. They've found a win somewhere.
I thought they'd have at least a couple wins.
If you'd have told me that Greenup would be where they're at right now, I'd say, man, I don't know. Especially after the year they had last year. It reminds you a lot of the 2007 college football season, where I don't think any school in the country kept the number one ranking for more than 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Everybody's just cannibalizing each other, and I think that you're seeing two of the best teams in Eastern Kentucky right here tonight. Of course, another one down in Pikeville's got Lexington Christian. I'd like to get a score on that one.
Leslie and Fairview making the long trip. I guess we sent somebody down there. 52-6, and Spence is just, Coach Wilcoxon coming in. Kudos to Fairview and the program, but it's just another tough year for this early season for the Eagles in Westwood.
They're building. You can't just go in and the pyramids weren't built in a day, and neither was the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
You can't just go in. This is not basketball. You can't just go into a program, especially how low Fairview was at. I'm not saying the previous coaching staff was as low. They struggle with numbers. There's a lot of obstacles you have to overcome at Fairview. It's not anybody's fault. That's just the way it is. And for what Wilcoxon's done, I think they're very much improved from what they were last year. And of course, they put a thumping on Morgan County just a couple of weeks ago.
Right. Belfry now at halftime. We've talked about them with Lawrence County playing them last year in the playoffs. Belfry 44, McGoffin County 8.
Yeah,
go ahead.
That's something real surprising. McGoffin County, they had a couple of good years there, and they're right back to kind of historically where they've always been, and they're just not very good. And it's not anybody's fault. That's just and there's no shame in losing to Belfry.
No, not at all. And we talk about Fairview. A lot of open games next week due to the fall break. They come back, Spence. They open district play at Paintsville.
That's a extremely tough game.
Yeah. Charlie Dunlap and myself will have the call of that one. When we come back, we'll take a look, kind of get what Coach Hutchinson thinks Alan Short told his ball club, and what did Tim Champlin tell his ball club. We'll get with Spence in a moment on the EKA Cool Hit Sports Network.
Dwayne Suttles is a candidate for Carter County Judge Executive in the upcoming election November 8th. The life involved in service to the people for over 40 years, including the college system, firefighting, EMT. And he understands the need for good roads and strong infrastructure. He spent 15 years as the city councilman, currently the Grayson City Clerk. Go to the polls November 8th and elect Dwayne Suttles as your next Carter County Judge Executive.
I'm Dwayne Suttles, candidate for Carter County Judge Executive, and I paid for and approved this message.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in the East Carter football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, East Carter. Play hard. Be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Hey, I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. Come see us at Bowman's.
Bowman's can do frame repair. They have a downdraft bake oven for a factory paint finish. And they get your vehicle back to its pre-accident condition with qualified iCar Gold certified technicians. Bowman's is also an ASE certified mechanical shop, providing transmission flushes, steering and suspension services, AC service, oil changes, and tune-ups. That's Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service, not found at the chain drug stores, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, next to Domino's.
Here at Infusion Solutions, one of the things that we're most proud of is the relationship that we develop with our patients.
From the people on the phone to the delivery drivers, these people are a part of my life. They take care of me. I would recommend Infusion Solutions to anybody.
Discover what we're all about right now at Infusion Solutions.
Back at Steve Womack Field, homecoming 2022 wrapping up. East Carter has come out. Spencer up top, and Spencer Bulldogs have pretty much been in control with basically just started off strong with the running game with Ferguson. The PAT kicker hasn't missed. Logan Southers, the quarterback, Pollock, and you've had Gillespie as well. So if you're Alan Short, you're pretty pleased. I'm sure you're making a couple adjustments. But if you're Coach Champlin, Coach Hutchinson, what's he telling his guys to start the second half?
Well, we're not going to change what we do if I'm Tim Champlin. We got here 5-0, and we're going to just continue to do what we do. Now, I was a little surprised as many snaps they had out of the gun there, especially midway through the second quarter. We'll just have to wait and see. The East Carter's going to come out here and they're going to make a run at Lawrence County. I guarantee you that. But if you're Lawrence County, just be Lawrence County. Keep doing what you're doing. Hand the ball to Ferguson. Throw little passes out to Gillespie. Let Gillespie be Gillespie. Lawrence County knows their identity. East Carter This will be a very, very physical second half. Of course, they're going to put 3 more minutes up here on the play clock. We're still 3 minutes here until we begin the second half.
You had that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty coming out as well.
And I think it's important. The first drive will dictate how the rest of this game's played out. If East Carter gets the ball and they're not able to do much with it, I'll tell you what, that might be the telltale of what's going to be the end result tonight. But I know Tim Champlin. I know his boys well. Of course, I'm around them a lot, and I can tell you right now that those boys are not going to quit.
No, not at all.
And especially, you see the crowd below us. You see them in the end zone. No one's left.
No.
They know the boys aren't going to quit.
They might went to the car to get warmed up, but they're coming back. We owe you a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for Backfield on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Dwayne Suttles is a candidate for Carter County Judge Executive in the upcoming election November 8th. A lifelong resident of the county, he's been involved in service to the people for over 40 years, including the college system, firefighting, EMT. And he understands the need for good roads and strong infrastructure. He spent 15 years as the city councilman, currently the Grayson City Clerk. Go to the polls November 8th and elect Dwayne Suttles as your next Carter County Judge Executive.
I'm Dwayne Suttles, candidate for Carter County Judge Executive, and I paid for and approved this message.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in the East Carter football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, East Carter. Play hard. Be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Hey, I'm Erin.
And I'm Michael. Come see us at Bowman's.
Bowman's can do frame repair. They have a downdraft bake oven for a factory paint finish. And they get your vehicle back to its pre-accident condition with qualified iCar Gold certified technicians. Bowman's is also an ASE certified mechanical shop, providing transmission flushes, steering and suspension services, AC service, oil changes, and tune-ups. That's Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service, not found at the chain drug stores, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, next to Domino's.
Here at Infusion Solutions, one of the things that we're most proud of is the relationship that we develop with our patients.
From the people on the phone to the delivery drivers, these people are a part of my life. They take care of me. I would recommend Infusion Solutions to anybody.
Discover what we're all about right now at Infusion Solutions.
Getting ready to start the second half of play. Kit Robinson Spencer and MJ McKay, our on-site producer.
56 degrees up on top of the press box
what
right
you
now.
got?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I've had a lot colder nights up here.
I understand. I've been there myself. So East Carter down a few scores here, 35-14. Again, congratulations to Miss Riley Hall, the homecoming queen this year for 2022.
Kent, have you ever been down to Paintsville and had to get on top of the press box?
Yes.
You have to actually climb a ladder on the side of the building. And it's the craziest thing. Because, you know, one misstep, boys.
Well, I've been fortunate the last couple of years we've gone down there and we got of course they know us, where we cover all the schools. And
yeah.
First booth on the left, baby. Here we go, Raider football.
Oh, nice catch. East Carter's going to start the drive in dog territory anyways. Looks like they got to march right about the dog 47.
Roberts. So East Carter, good field position, and they pretty much kind of needed to get things going here in the second half of play.
A very, very critical drive here for East Carter.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got good field position to get this drive going.
I wouldn't call it a must score because anything could happen, but it goes a long way.
Well, you got to see what your first play coming out of the
If you don't score here, you're requiring your defense to make 3 more stops of Lawrence County not getting any points.
E-step will give it to Boggs. Boggs comes left side. Couple on the carry. Brought down by Collinsworth, a junior linebacker.
You know, Lawrence County had the ball 5 times in the first half. And, 5 touchdowns up on the board. So
Briar Holbrook coming in for East. Hall comes out. 2nd and 9. We'll spot it at the 46, just underway in the third quarter.
A great crowd, both sides. Lawrence County traveled really well.
Roberts lines up right side as a receiver. East step again to Boggs up the middle.
There's Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson makes the stop. Man, he got there in a hurry.
He's always downhill. I don't think that kid ever sits back on his heels. He's always on the balls of his feet.
Looks like Adams is coming out limping a little bit. So he's going to go to athletic trainer John Francis. And he come out in a hurry. He's limping. 3rd and 8. Boggs again. It's been the bread and butter of East Carter all year long, side by side.
4 down territory, Kent? I think it has to be.
Yeah, it's got to. You got the 45. He stepped the throw, looking.
He's got it.
And that'll be Roberts.
He's still short. He's going to be about a yard and a half short of the first down. Bring up 4th and short.
He took a hard hit again. Roberts has been popped hard twice tonight.
Yeah, and he almost dropped the ball there when he first. He was looking downfield. He's lucky he held on to it. 4th and very short.
Coach Champlin saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. Got to get set. Still hollering at him. Need 1 for the first. They better hurry.
No, I don't think they know the play. I think he's trying to get him to the line.
Now they're looking.
Have to call timeout.
Yeah.
Coach Champlin's not happy.
And they just wasn't getting set. And that's one of the things, if you're a coach, you're upset because you work on that all week. First time out of the half goes to the Raiders. We'll take it with them when we come back on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Dwayne Suttles is a candidate for Carter County Judge Executive in the upcoming election November 8th. A lifelong resident of the county, he's been involved in service to the people for over 40 years, including the college system, firefighting, EMT. And he understands the need for good roads and strong infrastructure. He spent 15 years as the city councilman, currently the Grayson City Clerk. Go to the polls November 8th and elect Dwayne Suttles as your next Carter County Judge Executive.
I'm Dwayne Suttles, candidate for Carter County Judge Executive, and I paid for and approved this message.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in the East Carter football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, East Carter. Play hard. Be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Raiders couldn't get their play going in time. Coach Champlin having to take a timeout. Big play for the Raiders. 4th down and 1. Boggs goes in motion.
Trying to get the Dogs to jump off sides. They don't bite. Look for Holbrook to get this ball straight up the middle here.
Ball at the 38. Clock rolls at 9:54.
Oh. Surprise snap to E-step. He takes it himself. It looks like he's got it.
It didn't look like he was going to get it at
that
first.
Ball went all the way up to his chin before he gathered it in.
I think he was surprised.
It looks like he got it to me.
Grayson Sanitation, first down.
Very fortunate for East Carter there.
I like the play. I really do.
I don't think that was the play.
It might not have been.
Yeah.
But I like the play that developed.
Yeah.
As Lawrence County's got Lewis Chico injured, but you're probably right. It might not have been the play, but hey, it worked, and the Raiders got a first down. Injury timeout at 9:43. We'll check on the young man from Lawrence when we come back on the Cool Hits EKA Sports Network.
Dwayne Suttles is a candidate for Carter County Judge Executive in the upcoming election November 8th. A lifelong resident of the county, he's been involved in service to the people for over 40 years, including the college system, firefighting, EMT. And he understands the need for good roads and strong infrastructure. He spent 15 years as the city councilman, currently the Grayson City Clerk. Go to the polls November 8th and elect Dwayne Suttles as your next Carter County Judge Executive.
I'm Dwayne Suttles, candidate for Carter County Judge Executive, and I paid for and approved this message.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in the East Carter football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, East Carter. Play hard. Be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Injured player up on his feet. Good to see. That is Lewis Chico, 6'2" junior, and Spencer, he goes off
under his own power, which is always good.
Hopping on that. It looks like it's the right foot, ankle, something like that.
We can fix those when they don't go off on under their own powers when I get worried.
Well, quarterback keeper wasn't real pretty, but he got the job done. First down for the Raiders at the 36. Roberts lines up right side as a receiver, and Boggs just got hammered.
Looks like maybe a trouble with the snap there. Again, didn't look like East-Step was ready for the snap there.
David on the tackle. Yeah, Boggs knows it.
It looked like maybe East-Step was surprised by it. He had to really reach the ball out to put it into Boggs' gut there as he was sweeping off to the right. Quick scoring update, 14-7. Dunbar leads Russell. 7:59 to go in the third.
Tight one there at Henry R.
Yep, Greenup and Raceland still at the half.
That's a tight one.
Yep, still, and it's their homecoming also.
Yeah. We'll put it at the 36 for the Raiders in their home blue jerseys tonight, white hats.
Nice jerseys.
I like them. You can see them.
Nice catch, nice throw.
Still on his feet.
I'll tell you what, that good licking by the corner may have gave him first down. It does.
Roberts left side brings it in. This is, and you mentioned it, Spence, when we come back. This was an important possession, drive, start, whatever you want to use.
Well, if you don't score
for
here,
the Raiders,
you pretty much are eliminated from contention because, like I said, 5 possessions for Lawrence County in the first half, 5 touchdowns, and then you're going to ask your defense to stop them 3 times. That's just not realistic. So.
Handoff comes to the Hall.
I like the play design.
A little direction play.
I like the play design. Just really good defensive play, again, by Ferguson for Lawrence County. He wasn't fooled a bit, was he?
No, he was right there. And that's what you get from him. And same thing for the players we have for the East Carter. You play both sides of the football, you see everything. 2nd down and 8. Fakes it to Boggs, looking downfield. Home run ball, and that went into the stands.
Besides that pass, Eastep's thrown the ball really well tonight. He's found his receivers, and of course, right there before the half, it looked like maybe the receiver wasn't really ready for the ball, but it hit him in the side of the helmet.
Yeah, and Gabe Roberts is hurt. He come up, like he was holding these inside, like he fell
maybe a
wrong.
hip pointer.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, but I think everybody has been very fortunate this year with the injury bug. A couple of years ago, it seemed like it was spreading around team to team.
Well, and the first time this year, and I think you'll go with me on this, 61 degrees.
Feels different on the body, don't it?
Yeah. The cramping ain't like it is when it's cold, when it's hot like it is.
Nope.
Well, another big 3rd down for the Raiders, 3rd and 8. Pass.
Another good ball by Eastep.
Goes to Goodman.
He's short, but another good throw there.
Evan Goodman will bring it in.
It's going to bring up 4th and 5 here, Kent. And does East Carter stay alive right here? Let's see. Was there a flag down? Let's see what's going on here. No? Okay. The officials were just out of place.
Just getting it marked. Clock at 7:13 to go. Lawrence County leads it 35-14.
Seems like this 3rd quarter's flown by compared to our 1st quarter.
Well, it's making up for the 20-minute halftime we had. But
we knew at some point Eastep was going to have to push the ball down the field with his arm, and you're seeing it right now.
Well, when you're down the score that you are, you got to change it up.
Right.
He's going to keep it.
Quarterback Reed, he's going to be close. No, he's short. He's going to come up way short. And this is going to be Lawrence County football hitting a flag, and there's no flag, so Lawrence County will take over on downs.
Once twice Eli's run the football, but just come up short that time.
And, you're going to get knots like this. Look at what Belfry did to Lawrence County the first time they played last year. And then you seen what happened in the playoffs. And Lawrence County should have won.
Yeah.
So you're going to get knots like this. And sometimes, and I hate to say it like this, sometimes it's a good thing.
6:44 to go in the third. Lawrence County will get the football back up 35-14.
Yeah, they're setting up deep here.
Pollock's going to go for all the marbles. And in and out of the hands of Caden Gillespie. That was close.
Caught the cameraman off guard, that's for sure.
Are you swatting the bugs away?
No, there's no bugs out. I'll tell you what, I even left my window open last night. How about that? Woke up in the house.
Well, this is good sleeping weather.
Yeah, it's 60 degrees in the house.
Maybe I need to close the window and I won't get a sinus infection.
Well, everybody gets a sinus infection at least once a year.
Hey, well.
At least it's just a sinus infection.
Well, I had sinus surgery and still going to get sinus infections. Well, that's what I had the surgery for.
Well, it looks like there's a hold. There's no call.
No, and it was a hold, and that would be Markham, the ball carrier.
Just beyond the 20-yard line.
Lawrence County, Spence, I know a long way to go, but if your coach is short, you're 35-14.
You can't be any happier.
You keep the ball on the ground, but then again, they just went for the home run ball a while ago to the Gillespie.
Well, you got to keep them honest, especially when East Carter starts putting 8 and 9 in the box. When you got guys like Gillespie, who Gillespie might be the fastest guy on the field right now. You're going to take those downfield shots, and you got the quarterback with the arm to do it.
Right.
Last time I watched Lawrence County, they had a big lead on Russell. Came out and kicked the onside kick.
I think East jumped.
Quality of ground and pound. East knows how critical it is to get that first step. And it makes almost third down automatic for Mr. Ferguson.
5:40 to go in the third. Leslie County has beaten Fairview 52-12. Fairview on fall break next week. I think everybody's on fall break.
Not sure.
I'm on fall break.
You're on fall break?
I'm on fall break. Not me. I got the night off.
There goes Mr. Ferguson, spins, and East Carter's got him. He's still driving. I think he's short.
Well, that's a good defensive pursuit from East Carter. First time they've really held him to basically nothing. And that's a big stop on third down, Spence.
Just if I was Allen Short and I was and I knew I had a 3-touchdown lead, there's no way I'm punting this.
Oh, no.
No way I'm punting this. I trust my defense, and
but you never know.
I think that's actually the first time that they've stopped Ferguson for a loss tonight. So
it is.
There's no way I'd punt this ball. No way.
Ashland Community and Technical College has an 8-week online course starting the 17th of October. And it's never too late to further your education at ACTC. Lawrence County taking their time.
Well, it looks like maybe, let's see, is their quarterback the punter? It looks like they're in punt formation. Surprising.
Mikey Hall goes back.
Lawrence County wants a timeout.
Yeah. He's kind of playing cat and mouse over there.
Let's see what East would run up.
What he wanted to do. Lawrence County will take their first time out of the half. When we come back, they're up 35-14. You got 4:16 on the clock on the Cool Hits EKA Sports Network.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Punt away from Lawrence County. Goes left side of the football field.
Quick update from Lloyd. 28-20. Raceland leads Graham County, 6:50 to go.
Coach Champlin talking to, looks like Mr. Potter, saying, you got to stay away from that thing.
You know, and I go back to that first possession. If East puts a touchdown on the board there, you're down 2 touchdowns, and you got the ball right now. Still not over yet, but I think that the urgency is starting to creep in for East Carter. You're going to have to work for a little bit faster here because when Lawrence County gets the ball, they're going to take that play clock all the way down to 0 every single time.
Yeah. 4:02 to go as the Raiders come to the line of scrimmage at the 44-yard line. East step goes under center. You've got Briar Holbrook right behind him, little I. Hall next to him. Holbrook, the ball carrier, gets some room shy of the 50-yard line.
And, Holbrook's ran great all night.
48-yard line, brings up second down.
Holbrook, he'll be back. He's just a junior.
And East Carter's got talent coming up. This is not, this is not your grandfather's East Carter team. They've got a feeder system. They're going to be good every single year while Tim Champlin's the head coach. I can guarantee you that.
Champ's going to be here a while.
It's almost, the program that Tim Champlin's built. You think.
And he has. Look where he started and look what he's done.
Exactly. And East Carter hasn't reached these heights, and he took them above what they've ever been. And, of course, they're a fumble, and it's still loose. Looks like East Carter's getting it. But you talk about maybe what McPeak did here in the late 90s, mid-90s. I think that McPeak led them to their first win over Russell. But Tim Champlin, and took East Carter and.
Well, you just look at the program. When you start out and don't win the game, and then, the proof's in the pudding. Look what they done last year.
And it's not like
look what they done last year.
Right. It's not like they're playing bad team. Boys, they beat Russell and Ashland last year.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for a goal line stand by Belfry here in the semi-state championship game, we may be talking about a state runner-up team.
And, I'm not taking anything away from Fleming, a good football team, but they've come into a very different obstacle tonight for Lawrence County. Back to pass, East step. Goodman catches it and goes out of bounds in front of the athletic trainer.
Evan looked like Connor Goodman right there. I'll tell you, they took a little chapter out of his brother's book right there. What a grab.
Well, that's a big play, Coach.
Yeah, a great play, and like I said, East Step has thrown the ball well tonight.
He's not had to rush, has he?
No.
He's gotten some help.
He has. His offensive line has been really, really good at pass blocking. The urgency's up, though. You can tell they're straight back to the ball.
Boggs. He just had nowhere to go.
Again.
Ferguson just running over everybody.
Yeah. It's almost not fair. It's
not
when
fair
you
at
create
all.
a player on Madden and put everything at 99. That's his linebacker skills tonight.
Holbrook back into the lineup. And you bring back out Mr. Hall. Well, that was a big play. That's kind of like a momentum builder on that last pass.
It was, and I'll tell you, it was a great pass. It was a great catch. Just a great play. So,
just need more of that because your clock's going to be your enemy now.
Well, they're going to have to. You're going to have to start throwing the ball almost, I hate to say every play, but what are you going to do? Here comes Boggs. There he is again, Mr. Ferguson.
Ball in the left hand.
Boy, I'll tell you what. That Ferguson.
They're not blocking Ferguson.
No, they're not blocking him. I don't know if they can block him. He's just too quick.
He's getting up there awful quick. Minute 35 to go into third. Lawrence County still 35-14.
He's my player of the game. And I know that the Gillespie kid and a couple other kids for East Carter's played really well tonight. Ferguson on the ground for Lawrence County, but defensively, it's almost like Alan Short said, okay, we're not going to have you do any assignments this week, but you're going to follow 5 anywhere he goes. No matter what, just go wherever Isaac Boggs goes, and that seems like what Ferguson's done all night.
3rd and 10 at the 34. Fakes the Boggs. He step 2 steps back, throwing downfield in traffic and caught.
Wow, what a catch. That Mikey Hall?
Mikey Hall, the junior, brings it in with 2 hands. Tim Champlin saying, let's
Another great throw there.
Well, and you talked about it, the Spencer Hutchinson's halftime adjustments. You need to sponsor that.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get after it in the first half, and you said it. They're going to have to throw the football to get down the field, and right now they're doing it.
Well, we knew coming into this game there would be a game where Eastep was going to have to push the ball down the field with his arm, and you're seeing it right now, and he's doing great so far.
Goodman lines up right side receiver. Eastep looks into the end
Touchdown.
zone. Touchdown! Mikey Hall from the 8.
Mikey Hall, touchdown. Raiders.
Big play for the Raiders.
Touchdown is brought to you by First Light Home Care. Let's say thank you to Crazy Bob for the fireworks.
4th of July tonight. 35. 21, 20, excuse me.
This game's not over with yet, Kent.
Well, they needed that score late here in the quarter.
Now you kind of switch the tables here. Does Lawrence County play really conservative here, or they just do what Lawrence County does? Critical
Mikey
extra
Hall,
point here.
that was a huge play.
Wow, yeah.
And they definitely need this one.
Eastep was the MVP on that drive. Oh, no!
Didn't want that.
Still a two-possession game, though.
Yep. 35-20 on the 8-yard catch from Mikey Hall from his quarterback, Eli Eastep. More in a moment on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Mike Wilson has been serving the residents of Greenup County as your county attorney and wants to continue to serve you, the people, and continue to fight against illegal drugs and other problems in the county. Mike is active and believes in the community he serves. He's experienced and fully supports the men and women in blue. Mike Wilson will also do whatever he can for the youth of Greenup County. On November 8th, vote for experience. Vote for Mike Wilson for Greenup County Attorney. Paid for by the candidate.
Score drive there by the Raiders. PAT no good, but East Carter needed that score.
Hey, Kent, a little scoring update from Lloyd. Greenup and Raceland are locked at 28 with 2 minutes to go in the third.
Well, you called it, and, again, it's two rivals playing 28-28.
Greenup's good, man. I try to tell everybody.
Anything can happen on a Friday night under the lights.
And it looks like maybe East Carter might be lining up here for an onside kick.
26 seconds to go in the quarter.
Sure looks like it, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
It is. That's going to go straight out of bounds.
Lets it go out of bounds as Carter kicks it out.
Well, at least you didn't have to worry about Gillespie running it back.
No, not this time. But that's an important score for East. They needed that. Yeah, and even though if you don't get the extra point, I understand, but you needed that touchdown, and to open it up twice on two passes to get down the field. You called it from upstairs. They had to change something up. You can run the game, you can run the ball so much, as you know, but if it ain't getting you in the end zone, you got to try something else.
Well, Eastep proved that he can take the ball down the field. So.
Okay, a couple more plays for the Bulldogs here in the third. Pollock will throw.
Been there all night.
He's over there all the time, Gillespie. He's just owning that spot, and he's still going. That's just his spot over on the left side of the football field.
He'll run right past you.
He started at the...
See, I think the clock should be running. I'm not sure if he went out of bounds or not.
Did he go out of bounds? Does it put it at the 30-yard line? Braden Reed comes in for East. And now the Bulldogs will have 15 seconds. It's at the 30.
There's Ferguson bouncing. When it feels like that he really doesn't get a whole lot, and then it's 2nd and 5.
Mm-hmm. He gets the yardage that he needs to get done for his team to get moved to markers.
That's going to be the quarter.
That will be your quarter. One more quarter to go on this homecoming night here in Grayson, Kentucky. Lawrence County leads it 35-20. Back with the fourth in a moment on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
In the upcoming election, vote Eric Ross for Carter County Sheriff. Eric is an experienced police officer and a dedicated family man. With a 10-point plan, he will work to unite Carter County, increase community involvement, and improve the function and availability of the Sheriff's Department. With your support, we can make Carter County stronger together and a better place to live. Vote for Eric Ross for Carter County Sheriff. Paid for by candidate.
Winner of the fourth quarter of play on the Cool Hit Sports Network, EKA Spencer Hutchinson, Kent Robinson, and behind us, feeling a whole lot better tonight, MJ McKay. Had a little pinched nerve back. I think we was ever going to get him to the car last week.
I'll tell you what, he's been in a lot of pain here recently.
I mean, the poor guy, I thought I was going to have to
Can't catch a break.
call 911 just to get him to the car.
Well, we do what we got to do.
But he's feeling much better, and we're very grateful to be with him tonight. Yep.
He's still loose, still making guys miss. He's going to have a first down inside the 20.
First down.
The big score by East. But now the Bulldogs are on the move. And we're in the fourth quarter.
You kind of wondered how Lawrence County would respond here. Of course, they punted the ball to East back after East couldn't do anything with the ball the opening possession, and East went right down the field on a couple of good pass plays from Eli Eastep and closed that gap. And it seems like when they need to, they take it off cruise control and they put the foot back on the gas.
They get the premium, not the regular gas.
Right.
You're right.
This one's looks like Ferguson. They did a really good job of bottling him up there. That seemed like East Carter's defensive line got a really good push that time.
Who's up second down?
As we dip under 55 degrees here in Grayson.
Just a few more minutes, bub.
Oh, I love it. You know what?
Well, you know what? It's football weather.
When it was 26 up here, not one time did I feel like, oh, man, it's too cold for me to be up here. I just enjoyed it. I thought it was.
Did you have a heater?
No. Nope.
I need to tell you a story about that sometime. Honestly. Happened to me and my
brother.
I
get too excited. Really good play there by Lawrence County, dragging tacklers, and he takes a big hit. But I think he's got a first down and goal. Huge hit, though.
Mark him.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Me and my brother had gone to Nicholas County one night. It was kind of chilly, and I brought a heater. Old press box.
I've been to Nicholas County.
I asked the athletic director if I can plug it in. He said, yeah, no problem. I plugged the heater in, and the Visitington lights on the other side, there was like 3 rows of lights. I plugged in the heater, and all the lights went off. He come up, and he said, sir. I said, sir, I've already got it unplugged. But
are you talking about out there in Carlisle?
Yeah, this was the old press box.
Did you ever eat at the restaurant Tracks at the bottom of the hill?
I did not.
They got a restaurant down there called Tracks, and that's because one of the main rail lines in eastern Kentucky used to go through Nicholas County.
We did not eat there.
And so when they took up the railroad, a restaurant was put there named Tracks, and if you go inside there,
you got tracks.
They've got railroad tracks up against the wall.
I'll have to try that sometime.
Well, we don't make many trips to Carlisle. That's a long way. That's a long way.
Yeah, it's up there. 35-20. We're under 10 here at Womack Field.
Wild dog, Gillespie.
Ferguson leading the blocking.
Oh, good play there.
Goodman takes him out of bounds.
Good play by Evan Goodman. You know what? It almost looks like he wanted to throw that ball for a minute.
He looked at it at first.
Yeah, it looked like that he put that over in his right arm and was getting ready to launch that down maybe into the end zone. This is a huge sequence of plays here because I think this is 4-down territory.
Well, this is a dangerous score for East if they put it in.
If they score here, the game's over.
Yeah.
I'm very blunt about it. If Lawrence County scores here,
the margin's going to be too big.
The East Carter's 5-1 if Lawrence County scores here.
Man goes in motion. Quarterback keeper. Short.
They shorted? He's short.
Yeah, he's short. Goes out of bounds, right side. Third down and goal for the Bulldogs.
2 is the biggest plays of the game so far for East Carter. That's going to be marked right about the 2.5, maybe the 3.
And you've had your quarterback, Spencer, running your last couple plays.
And you know what? Neither team has really played that bad. And I know that sounds silly, but it's been a clean game both sides.
We've had not many penalties at all.
No, it's been no
the
turnovers.
One penalty was the unsportsmanlike going off the field at halftime.
Wild dog. Direct snap to Ferguson, and he's going to go in. Touchdown.
Ferguson from the 2.
Touchdown, Orange County.
It's a Dylan Ferguson 2-yard line TD run.
A quick update in Flatwoods. Dunbar and Russell are all tied at 14, 10:45 to go.
Hoping the Red Devils can pull one out tonight.
Well, you know,
they need a win, Spence.
I had a couple people jump all over me the other night because I was bragging on Fairview. And until you're in those positions that those kids were in, they went almost 2 full years without winning a game. I don't care who they beat. That was a great win for them. So, you know, I'm going to brag on where it needs to be bragged at.
Offsides against the Bulldogs on the extra point attempt.
But you know what? I'm not even going to say that Lawrence County's a better team. Sometimes you need something like this to happen. And I go back to last year. Belfry started the season 0-5 and won the rest of their games, except for I think they lost to Johnson Central.
Look, they did in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Try the PAT again.
Man, that's good.
And he boots it over the scoreboard.
Well, they got a kicker, don't they?
Yeah, he does. He's not missed all night. PAT will be good by Mr. Southers, who is not missed tonight at all, and the Bulldogs increase their lead with 8:51 to go in the ball game to make it now 42-20. We're back in a moment. EKA Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service, not found at the chain drug stores, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, next to Domino's.
Here at Infusion Solutions, one of the things that we're most proud of is the relationship that we develop with our patients.
From the people on the phone to the delivery drivers, I mean, these people are a part of my life. They take care of me. I would recommend Infusion Solutions to anybody.
Discover what we're all about right now at Infusion Solutions.
8:51 to go in the fourth quarter.
There he goes again. There he goes again.
Goodman all the way down to the left side, taken out by Caden Gillespie.
No quit. No quit, the boys from Grayson.
Well, another big play. It's what you need. And look at him. He's hustling off the field.
Say what you want to. The scoreboard might say 42-20. These boys ain't going to quit.
And Goodman gets Raiders in very, very good position. Left side of the football field. And after your opponent scores on you, Spencer, you want to see something like that. Because like you said, there's no quit. And I got them right down the field where they needed to be.
And, you know, I know that Tim Champlin installs that to his kids, but this is not a quality that you coach, you teach. These are okay. I was going to thought it was they threw him out. They threw him out. Looked like that they gave didn't it look like to you they gave him that?
I couldn't tell.
Oh, that's his second. That's his second of the game. So
that must have been the one that did it at halftime.
Number 5 for Lawrence County. That's his second, and I guess that's an automatic disqualification.
Roy Wright talking to Alan Short.
Usually, unsportsmanlike is verbal.
It is number 5. We'll leave it at that.
I can't say that I've never been thrown out of a game, so sometimes it happens to the best of us.
I know you're teenage kids, but if you've done it once, don't do it again, because you know if you do it again, you're going to go become the water boy. So E-Step will go under center next to Boggs at the 10-yard line. E-Step rolling to his right, looking.
Very good route by Evan Goodman. Just a little in and out.
And Goodman about the 1. Clock under 8 now, 42-20.
These Carter fans below us are not happy with something that happened on the field. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Boggs again right next to E-Step. Goodman, left side receiver.
This is going to Boggs right here.
Boggs will get it. Short.
I think that was the first time that I had seen all night that Ferguson wasn't part of the tackle. I'd like to know how many tackles he's had.
He's had a few.
Double digits for sure.
So no gain on the play. Clock stopped at 7:17.
I wonder why the clock is stopped.
Were they setting the chains?
No, it's gone. Why is the clock stopped?
Ball's at the 2. Now Roy will say, let's get it started. Again, E-Step and Boggs side by side.
Look for an E-Step quarterback keeper right here. Nope, same play. Boggs fights. He didn't get in. Yeah, he did. Okay.
Boggs from the 2. Isaac Boggs, the senior, takes it in from the 2-yard line. Boggs having another good night. Makes it an East Carter touchdown.
Of course, the extra point critical, but it makes, you're going to have to get 2 straight onside kicks. And truthfully, it didn't look like Lawrence County was even ready for their onside kick last time. It trickled out of bounds, but East Carter had guys there that could have got it.
It comes at the 6:55 mark in the 4th. 2-point conversion time.
It looks like it, don't it? Beautiful night here.
Yeah, they don't got Ryan out there to kick it.
You ever seen the water bucket formation, Kent?
I have not.
It's where everybody lines up on one side, and the only thing that's left is the center and the running back.
E-Step rolls to his right. Still rolling, being pursued. Throws it in. Incomplete pass.
Good coverage there by Gillespie.
Looked like Dustin Hall, the intended receiver. Raiders strike again. The 2-point conversion will fail. And with 6:55 left in the ball game, Bulldogs 42 and the Raiders 26 on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub and Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
Back at Steve Womack Field, Kent Robinson, Spencer Hutchinson, MJ McKay, our on-site producer tonight. Dwayne back at the studio.
The ball has to cross the 50 right here, Kent.
Yeah.
Of course, Short's got his best hands team out there. And this one's going to go straight out of bounds.
And it'll bring up a flag from Justin Royster.
Quick scoring update. Russell and Dunbar still tied at 14 with 5 minutes left there. Raceland,
2 good ones down there.
Yeah, Raceland has a 35-28 lead with 6 minutes to go down there, but they have the ball in Grant territory.
2 good close games back close to where we're from. And East Carter a little bit behind right here. Long time to go, Spence, but
expect a heavy dose of
ground game
of Ferguson, and they may even go wild dog with him a couple times. I don't know if that's what Coach Short calls. That's just what I'm going to call
right.
Wild dog.
Under center, Pollock goes to his left, being rushed. He's just going to throw it.
That is a very, very good play for East Carter. And then here comes a flag. Let's see what they're going to call. A hold on Lawrence County. Ooh, that's tough because you don't want to make it first down again.
Just aired that one out to the stands.
I don't know. That's a tough decision for Coach Champ. I think he's going to back him up.
I would.
I would too.
11th penalty on Lawrence County tonight.
11th?
Wow. And they've had 2 unsportsmen. Or they might have had more than that.
But, it almost feels like it's been a relatively clean game.
It has. We've not too many penalties.
And there's no turnovers. I don't think either team has a turnover, do they?
I don't think so.
I know East Carter had a fumble, but they got it back.
I'll have to look on my sheet. I don't think they have been.
Yeah, very, very clean game. You're not going to get cheap points from either one of these teams.
So another penalty, like I said, number 11 for Lawrence.
Both these teams are media day teams. I know several of the kids on both sides. And, kids are not like what they used to be. These kids are good kids.
Pollock rolls, pitch out to the right.
Very good pursuit. Isaac Messer got him.
Yeah, Markham saw him coming, trying to get away from him, but Big Mess got right in there. Short gain.
Isaac Messer, of course, is an all-EKA player from a year ago.
And you talk about good kids, he's one of the best.
The kids these days are more respectful.
Discipline.
They are. And you don't. I wish people could go back and see what football used to be like back in the day before, we had us and of course, some of our competitors go and stream these games. It was you fought pretty much. So.
Well, and this is not for you and I. This is for these kids out here on the field.
Right.
This is all for them. Good running play, nice defense.
Clock should be wrong.
This is going to be clock management right now, Coach.
5:50 to go.
I mean, you're the Bulldogs. You look at what you got on the scoreboard. And, 5 minutes to go.
Well, you don't want to force anything down the field. Picking up a 3rd and 20 is almost, I'm not saying it's undoable, but why push the issue when you can milk another 40 seconds
Well, look how they're doing it now. They're just taking their time. And that's what they're going to do.
Of course, another first down would be, the backbreaker, but at what cost?
Mm-hmm.
You throw a pick 6 and you let East Carter right back in the game. He's got a lot of room, Kent.
Running play, breaks one tackle shy of the 50-yard line.
Now, this is interesting right here. Does Coach Short punt this ball on 4th and about 4? 4th and maybe a very long 4. Do you punt the football here or do you go for it?
I think he's going to keep it on the ground.
I think I would punt. I would punt.
He's going to punt.
I think I would punt. Make East Carter drive the field.
Mikey Hall is going to go back. Dunbar 21-14. Let's change our playbook.
Great. Oh, no, they're going for it right here.
Yeah, I thought they might get another first down.
No, they're going to try to draw East Carter off sides right here.
Playing that cat and mouse game. Yeah, he keeps looking at Dr. Short, Coach Short.
Well, he is a doctor of the
you work for a hospital. Doctors going to come out sooner or later. Taking the timeout is the Bulldogs of Lawrence County. 4:21 to go in the game. We're back in a moment. Cool Hit Sports Network, EK.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Gillum Drug, 1237 Carter Avenue, Ashland, is a locally owned pharmacy devoted to providing excellent customer service, not found at the chain drug stores, and Gillum Drug will treat you like family. Stop by today and experience it. Gillum Drug, next to Domino's.
Here at Infusion Solutions, one of the things that we're most proud of is the relationship that we develop with our patients.
From the people on the phone to the delivery drivers, these people are a part of my life. They take care of me. I would recommend Infusion Solutions to anybody.
Discover what we're all about right now at Infusion Solutions.
Back at East Carter High School, 4:21 to go in the game. Spencer Raceland has scored again.
So it's 42-28. I just got a shock. Oh, they fumbled the snap! And East Carter's going to have good field position.
Yeah, they are.
To go. I was getting ready to say, I got a couple of updates here. One of the biggest shockers that I've gotten so far, I don't know if it's a shocker, but it is to me. Pikeville putting it all over LCA right now.
Really?
But LCA's got one of the best quarterbacks in the country in his class. As you said, Raceland just scored again. Dunbar took the lead over Russell. Lewis County leads Powell County 26-21 right now. That was in the third quarter. I haven't got an update from that.
They've started out pretty good.
I tell you what, Gene's got that team rolling down there. Him and Coach Marshall, look out.
They got them going.
Yes.
East Carter, another opportunity to score here late in the fourth.
This game's not over yet. The crowd's really thinned out.
Yeah. East Step faked it to Boggs. Boggs will get a hold, so that'll come back
no matter what.
Yeah, Boggs didn't mean to. He was just going to try to keep the white jersey off his QB.
Well, when you have a quarterback that's changing directions as much as what East Step did on that play, holdings are going to happen, and there's multiple flags down, and it looks like maybe they got the same call. Yeah, hold. Ashland and Hazard still sevens. I haven't got an update on that one yet.
Long bus trip home coming through the mountains.
7-7, fourth quarter, 5:30 to go. Ashland and Hazard, 7-7.
Of course, at one time, Scott Grizzle, when he left Greenup, had a little coaching stint down there at Hazard, if you remember. I know you do. Now he's back at Russell.
He is, and you know, I think Ashland may have scored all their points.
The phone was blowing the receiver.
There's multiple flags now, multiple flags. Flags everywhere. Here comes another flag and another flag. We got 4 flags on the field. Now the only thing left to throw is the hats.
And Coach Champlin is not a happy camper.
Well,
he is hot.
Something he didn't like there for sure. You know, and Coach Champlin, you don't see him upset unless it's a good reason.
He's letting a couple of them have it. He's still hollering at them.
Multiple flags. It'll take a minute for them to sort all this out.
So Rory Wright.
Looks like there was some altercation back behind the play after Gillespie intercepted. It looked like maybe 2 players were going at it on the ground out there. Now an official picks up his flag and puts it around his waist.
Yeah, it's going to be. They picked up the flag.
This is going to be multiple.
But there's going to be a penalty.
Multiple infractions. Who has the ball? Whose ball is it? I guess it'd be Lawrence County.
Well, Lawrence County got it because Gillespie's one that intercepted it.
Yeah, I know, but
Lawrence County
didn't know if maybe one of those flags was passing interference.
It's going to be on them again.
Yeah, Tim Champlin's still hot over there.
So it's against Lawrence.
They're going to give a sideline warning to East Carter.
Sideline warning against East was a flag.
And a blindside block. That was the flag on Lawrence County, was the blindside.
First down, Bulldogs on the 11-yard.
So the Bulldogs will get it after the flags come out at the 11-yard line. The sideline warning, Coach, was against
East Carter.
East.
Kudos to the officiating crew, not and that shows the veteranship of this crew, not slamming East Carter with 15-yard sideline penalties. I think a sideline warning was appropriate. Kudos to them.
3:56 to go in the game. The Bulldogs up 42-26 at the 10. A long way to go. Pollock in our center.
There's Ferguson again.
He just gets them out of the hole with no problem.
That running like he did at the beginning of the game.
Close to the 40-yard line.
Bachville leads Lexington Christian 48-21.
Surprised?
Yeah, very. And I think if you're a Raceland fan, that kind of puts a knot in your throat.
Yeah, a little bit.
Be interesting to see what the reclassifications look like. Obviously, Raceland will still be 1A, but is Pikeville going to jump up to 2A? Are they going to be a 3A? Be interesting to see.
3:19 to go in the game. Coach Short keeping it on the ground. Short game.
42-26, 3 minutes exactly. Of course, Mr. Kent down below me is fighting a sinus infection. You got some Mucinex in that pocket?
Oh, so I got the good antibiotics. A lot better than what it was.
You know what makes everybody feel better? Coming and watch a football game.
I'm taking antibiotics. You do what you got to do, brother.
Do what you got to do.
I'm feeling a whole lot better than I was yesterday.
I think it was about a month ago, I had to do a Sports Central show with COVID.
Did you have your mask on?
I didn't know I had it. And I went home that night and took a test, and I came up positive. I was like, oh, gosh. But I asked Sean, the guy sitting next to me, if he'd been vaccinated. And he was like, yeah, I've had all my boosters. He never did get sick, and neither did MJ, so that was
good. Crum, the ball carrier, timeout on the field. Taken by the Raiders. We're back in a moment. This is Raider football on the Cool Hits EKA Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Mike Wilson has been serving the residents of Greenup County as your county attorney and wants to continue to serve you, the people, and continue to fight against illegal drugs and other problems in the county. Mike is active and believes in the community he serves. He's experienced.
All right. A couple more flags coming out after this play.
Well,
Chaplain.
I'll tell you what, the officials' right arms might be sore in the morning. Because these have been animated throws. These have not been your casual, just throw this on the ground.
No,
they go up high in the air.
Shane Ramey's going to come over and explain something to Coach Champlin. And a lot more calm, cool, and collected on this one than he was a while ago.
Offsetting. Looks like an unsportsmanlike on Lawrence and a personal foul on East Carter here. And I was just talking about how clean the game had been, and the last 5 or 6 minutes it's been.
Well, it's slowed down because of the penalties.
It has. And,
but it's something you got to do to keep control of the game.
But give East Carter credit, man. And when we talked about at the half, we weren't sure if they could climb all the way back, but it was they never gave up, and I think that's just you can't put enough emphasis on that. They're
Alan Short looking at the clock, looking at his quarterback. So let's hang on a minute. Let's burn some more time. Man goes in motion.
There's Ferguson again. East Carter.
We still got
Lawrence
pushing
County
and shoving
helmets.
going on.
Yeah, East Carter helmet goes flying. Or excuse me, a Lawrence County helmet goes flying. That's Ferguson's helmet. Well, I tell you what, that kid had his Wheaties this morning, didn't he?
2 bowls.
Yeah.
1:37 to go.
And you got to think about who he's running against. This East Carter team has, listen, they've had a couple shutouts this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very good defensively and a serious threat to win the district again.
Well, East is going to go 5-1. You're going to have Ballou back more than likely for the Tomcat game. You got a week.
The left tackle's out too.
Well, actually 2 weeks. You're right. I forgot about that. You're going to have at least 2 weeks to to get things right again, and they will. They just, I can't take nothing away from Lawrence. They're a good football team.
They're
they
great
got
football team.
good players on their team, both offensively and defensively.
A very, very, very good football team, and they're very strong. And one thing you got to say is sometimes a loss is a blessing in disguise.
Crum the ball carrier, yeah.
You go back to last year, East Carter lost against West, and I don't think they lost again until, late November. They beat Ashland.
Messer made the stop. Coach Champlin's taking the headsets off.
Beat Russell, beat Mason County, beat Fleming.
Well, they were tied with Fleming 14-14 and came out the victor.
Yeah, And a season like
and
this.
The Greenup game was at KCU.
It was.
18 seconds to go.
Boy, you want to talk about a barn burner. We'll have that game in 2 weeks, Greenup and East Carter, when the Musketeers come to town. That will be a dandy.
Yeah, you'll have a good one there.
It drops to a knee in East Carter, and Lawrence County will conclude this game. Good sportsmanship over in the end as Goodman and Gillespie shake hands.
You need it. Just, they're high school kids. They get caught up in the game. They're going to do that.
Yep. Good effort by both teams. Lawrence County is very good, and I think that this is a very, very good win for Lawrence County. But East Carter, maybe this is something that I wouldn't say that they needed, but maybe this is kind of a reality check.
Right.
You're not invincible. Teams are going to show up and beat you. Of course, when you're ranked in the top 5 in a lot of the polls in 3A across the state, you've got a big target on your back, and that's something that East Carter's going to have to get used to.
Right. Final score from Steve Womack Field, Lawrence County 42, the Raiders 26. A lot more to coming up. We'll have Tim Champlin eventually. We'll talk about the second half scoring and have our Bowman's big hit of the game. Much more coming up on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Uncle Rick, what are you doing?
I'm trying to stay cooler in my man cave.
Well, this is a beer cave, and you can't stay in this cooler forever. But Clark's Pub & Shop can get you through the dog days of summer.
Whether it's fountain drinks at the lowest price or you're filling up the cooler for the family and friends, Clark's has the widest selection, the best prices, and the most helpful staff you'll find anywhere.
Beat the heat at Clark's Pub & Shop.
Return, refresh, refuel.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better brace yourself because Papa John's has done it again. Introducing Papa Bowls. No crust, just a whole bunch of those Papa John's toppings you love, baked to piping hot perfection. I'm talking crisp veggies, savory meats, all covered in melty cheese, and those signature sauces. Try flavors like Italian Meats Trio, Chicken Alfredo, and Garden Veggie, or get creative and build your own.
Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods. Mike Wilson has been serving the residents of Greenup County as your county attorney and wants to continue to serve you, the people, and continue to fight against illegal drugs and other problems in the county. Mike is active and believes in the community he serves. He's experienced and fully supports the men and women in blue. Mike Wilson will also do whatever he can for the youth of Greenup County. On November 8th, vote for experience. Vote for Mike Wilson for Greenup County.
And run 41-20 with the Ryan Southers PAT, and he was automatic all night long. He did not miss. Raiders would come back with 6:55 to go in the ball game. Isaac Boggs, a 2-yard run. The 2-point conversion would fail. The Lawrence County Bulldogs would get it back. The Lawrence County Bulldogs would get it back, but would not score. And Spence, they just come out on top 42-26. And, Coach Champlin talked about it. He said, me and Alan Short are really good friends. We talk 2-3 days a week. But he said, this week, he knew he had a tough club coming in here to Womack Field.
Absolutely. And East Carter kind of dug themselves up too deep of a hole at the end of the first half. But give him credit, man. The defense there in the second. I know Lawrence County didn't give up over there. That was not just we were going to try to just milk it to the end of the game. East Carter played better in the second half.
Yeah.
You build from this loss. You get a bye week. Of course, you enjoy homecoming festivities tomorrow. And, boys, in 2 weeks, we got a team that beat this Lawrence County team coming into town, the Green County Musketeers, who I believe the score last time I got was
48-28 final.
48-28 final. So, a very, very good Green County team who's and district play is just I couldn't tell you, when we go back to the off season, who's going to win that district. We just don't know yet. But I can tell you one thing: Lawrence County is going to be the team to beat in that district.
They look pretty impressive. We'll take a break. When we come back, some more thoughts on this one, and we'll await Tim Champlin as well. Back in a moment on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Did you miss starting college this month? Maybe you're still waiting on your financial aid to be approved, or you planned on attending a university, but it didn't work out. Well, no worries. Ashland Community and Technical College has a 12-week online session starting September 12th and an 8-week online session starting October 17th. So don't delay. Call 606-326-2000 or stop by one of the 3 ACTC campuses today. It's not too late to further your education at Ashland Community and Technical College. Dwayne Suttles is a candidate for Carter County Judge Executive in the upcoming election November 8th. A lifelong resident of the county, he's been involved in service to the people for over 40 years, including the college system, firefighting, EMT. And he understands the need for good roads and strong infrastructure. He spent 15 years as the city councilman, currently the Grayson City Clerk. Go to the polls November 8th and elect Dwayne Suttles as your next Carter County Judge Executive.
I'm Dwayne Suttles, candidate for Carter County Judge Executive, and I paid for and approved this message.
The award-winning florist All That Blooms has a new location, 402 East Main Street, across from Pritchard Elementary in Grayson, with gifts for all occasions, including birthdays, sympathy, holidays, and anniversaries. Shop Monday and Tuesday 9 to 5, Wednesday 9 to 2, Thursday 9 to 5, and Saturday 9 to noon, closed on Sunday. Call 474-0390 for All That Blooms at 402 East Main, your full-service florist serving Grayson and surrounding areas. Check them out on Facebook, allthatblooms.com. That's BLOOMZ.
Tough night for the Raiders tonight, coming up short, 42-26. Time now for our big hit of the game, brought to you by Bowman's Collision and Service Center in Flatwoods. When your car gets banged up, let Bowman's put it back together and get it looking new again. Bowman's Collision and Service Center, Lexington Avenue in Flatwood. Spencer, your thoughts on the big hit of the game? We had a few tonight.
We I think Isaac Messer put a couple of big hits down on the. It's one of those things where there wasn't a whole lot of big hits, man.
There was like 2.
There was, but it was piles. It was just like piles just drove up and down the field. It was.
We can go with that.
Yeah, just give everybody on both sides the big hit of the game. Because both teams, we just watched a really good football game. The score may not indicate it, but I can tell you right now, if you were just watching the game and not looking at the scoreboard, we watched a pretty good football game.
Mm-hmm. We really did. Let's look at some scores. I get my phone to work as we wait on.
Still waiting on a national score. It's 7-7 there with about 5 or 6 minutes to go. Final from Flatwoods, 21-14. Dunbar comes out with the win. Of course,
tough start for Russell.
Pikeville defeats Lexington Christian. That really
that's kind of stunned you, hasn't it?
It has.
In a way, yes and no.
It has, but a lot of people had Lexington Christian #1 team in 2A, and to see that, wow. Pulling up the app here, and let's see if we got any scores. Final from Bath County, Martin County 46-0.
Boyd was beating Harris 35-21.
Excuse me. We have a final from Pikeville. Ready for this one? 60-21, Pikeville over Lexington Christian.
That's a huge score.
And of course, you're talking about Lexington Christian, who defeated Belfry 36-7 earlier in the season. Defeated Mercer County. They did drop a game to Lexington Catholic and Christian Academy of Louisville, who is the #1 team currently ranked in 3A. And we got a final from Belfry. You know, this is at McGoffin, 51-14 over McGoffin. Middlesboro defeats Morgan County 48-0. Estill County.
They used to surprise some teams down that end of the state.
Has defeated Rock Castle 7-3 tonight. How about that? That's kind of a little bit of a head scratcher for me.
Yeah.
And that's all the finals we've gotten in. And we got some later games due to, I'd say more than half the state is at having homecoming this weekend. And
get a few more maybe before we get out of here.
For flowers and photographers, for florists and photographers, this is like Christmas.
You're exactly right. We'll take another break. Coach Champion's going to talk to some other media, then we'll try to get him, wrap things up here in just a few minutes. Final once again, Lawrence 42, the Raiders 26 on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in the East Carter football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, East Carter. Play hard. Be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
Hey, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Michael. Come see us at Bowman's.
Bowman's can do frame repair. They have a downdraft bake oven for a factory paint finish. And they get your vehicle back to its pre-accident condition with qualified iCar Gold certified technicians. Bowman's is also an ASE certified mechanical shop, providing transmission flushes, steering and suspension services, AC service, oil changes, and tune-ups. That's Bowman's Auto Service, Lexington Avenue in Flatwoods. Call 836-0837.
Final score once again from Steve Womack Field tonight. Lawrence County 42, East Carter 26. Spencer, your final comments on this one?
I think that this is a good learning point for East Carter. I wouldn't say it's a wake-up call because I don't think East Carter particularly played that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it makes them realize that, hey, we're not invincible, because I think that when you start the season 5-0, you kind of get that sense of, well, we can show up and not maybe play our best and still win, and I think they learned that they can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to play a little bit better defensively, especially stopping the ground. Now, I will say this. Besides Greenup, no one stopped Lawrence this year.
No.
And they put it all over Russell, and probably a lot worse than what they did East tonight. So, Lawrence County only scored 7 points in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that was I'll give credit to East Carter for that.
The defense was there. And two big plays by East Carter, those passing plays got us down the field, too.
They made the adjustments that they needed to. Of course, come up a little bit short, but it was always a competitive game. You kind of got worried there when it went 35-14 that this, it's teetering with, we may have a running clock for too long. But it never got to that point. East Carter never gave up. And, Tim Champlin and his staff have 2 weeks now. 2 weeks. You give this coaching staff 2 weeks, they can do anything. Give them 2 weeks to get ready for Greenup County to come into town. And, boys, let me tell you something. You think the crowd was big here tonight. Wait till Greenup County comes down here to open up district play.
Yeah. Spence, great job, my friend. Continued nice work with EKA. We'll see you next time, and we'll take another break. Try to get Champ here in just a few minutes on the Cool Hits EKA Sports Network.
Appreciate it.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. Primary Plus Grayson believes in sharing its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health for the entire family, offering primary care, pediatrics, women's health, counseling services, and an on-site pharmacy all under one roof. Primary Plus Grayson is happy to welcome a new team to their growing family, including pediatrician and internal medicine physician Dr. Kelly Trent, family health nurse practitioners Dawn Jordan and Kelly Sparks, and physician assistant Chris Horde. Primary Plus Grayson, 645 Interstate Drive, always welcoming new patients. Learn more about Primary Plus, its medical team locations, and more at primaryplus.net.
Kent Robinson back with head coach Tim Champlin, and just one of those nights. And you said it. You talked to Coach Short quite a bit. You guys are good friends. Maybe one phone call over the weekend this week, but coming into tonight's game, it was all business. And they're a very good football team, but we kind of seemed consistency just wasn't there like it was last week. We just really couldn't get.
Outside of the first drive, we really never got into a flow there. Again, I guess first drive we scored the first touchdown on the kickoff return, and then first drive we get the ball and kind of march it down the field and do some things, and we come out second drive and don't really move the ball very well, get negative yardage, and that's on me, We come out in that first drive under center, hit quick hitters, and kind of got after it. And in the second drive, we didn't do that. We kind of went to our spread package trying to get them out of the box and give us some running lanes and stuff. And it just didn't work out. And we stayed with it probably a series too long and got behind and then had to do some things that we weren't comfortable with, but I thought our kids did a really good job at it. I thought we did throw the ball well tonight at times, looked good doing that, and so gave us a chance. And I think them scoring right before half and us not scoring out of halftime. That's a 14-point swing right there. That was really, really big, especially when we gave ourselves some life there in the second half, middle of the second half there. I thought we played well in the third.
You did. Third quarter was probably your best quarter of the game.
Third quarter was probably our best quarter of the game. I'd like to, have that first drive back and be able to get a touchdown there. But, I thought we played really well in the third and didn't play terrible in the fourth.
No.
It was that first half, man, and they controlled the line of scrimmage. They were physical at the point of attack, offensively and defensively, and we just never could get them. When we did get them behind the chains, they always, were able to make that big play, and that's an evidence of a good football team. And kudos to them and Coach Short and the job they're doing down there. We got to learn from this, get better, because there's a chance that we're going to see them in the playoffs. Be a 1 or 2 seed maybe, then we'd see them later on if we're lucky enough to win the first game. So there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts there, and if ands and buts were candy nuts, it'd be Christmas all year long. So, but there's a good chance we're going to see them, and so we got to learn from this. We got to get better from this. And if we don't see them, we're going to see a team like them. Belford's just like them. Pike Central's going to run the football. I can't think of the other team in that. Floyd Central's going to run the football. Just to do that gives us an opportunity to heal up some injuries and that kind of thing, and then we'll go from there and see what happens.
Well, the extra week always helps to prepare when you get, especially going into district play.
Yeah, it does. It's always a good time to have that. Don't think there's very many games next Friday night. Because of that. I think it's about what everybody does. They try to take that week off before district play and heal up and tune up and focus on themselves for a week. See what they've done for the first 6 weeks, focus on themselves, and then go from there.
Coach, I stole your thunder last week.
But I appreciate you guys being here and broadcasting. And as always, man, win or lose, go Raiders.
Exactly right. I was waiting on. Coach, have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Tim Champlin of the Raiders. That'll wrap it up tonight. From Steve Womack Field, your final tonight.
Kentucky Athletics. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, River Cities Builders, A&A Porta Potties, Ashland Community and Technical College, Members Choice Credit Union, Stoltz Pharmacy and McDonald Pharmacy, Tres Hermanos Nunez Mexican Restaurant, Primary Plus Healthcare, Smithfield Foods, Pure Country Automotive, Papa John's of Grayson and Flatwoods, All That Blooms, Dwayne Suttles for Carter County Judge Executive, State Senator Robin Webb, Bowman's Auto Service, Gillum's Pharmacy, Infusion Solutions, Eric Ross for Carter County Sheriff, and Mike Wilson for Greenup County Attorney. This has been a special sports presentation of the Cool Hits Sports Network, Cool TV, and Eastern Kentucky Athletics.